didn't tell me I was starting.
I
So
don't give a shit.
I give a shit. I like recording this. I like doing that.
I don't care.
It makes sure we get our details correct. And it's fun to do.
I have watched one of those videos.
I don't
Well,
care.
fuck you. I've watched like half of each of them.
Oh, well, fuck you.
Well, I like doing it. I just do.
At some point, my real life and D&D campaigns start to blend together, so I just let it happen.
I've been recording a podcast with my friend, and I've been talking to him about D&D, and I told him it'd be cool if me and him rolled our in real life stats and see what we were and stuff. And he actually said he'd be cool with it, so I think we're going to do it for an episode one time.
Nice.
Mine are extremely accurate to Oz's stats.
Mine are
Intelligence and all.
none of Ori's stats would match anything that I am. So, because all of mine are sub 10.
I think
Nah.
I'd have an above average strength stat, I think. And then I don't know about, I know I would have no charisma at all. That's for sure.
Yeah, I could second that.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Fucking
the
oof.
honesty.
Oof is
all right. Are you ready, Heather?
I told you I switched over.
Okay. Welcome back, friends, to AshWinter. This is the campaign where, well, Ezekiel's made up and Oriana didn't matter. So, where we last left off, I think we had the craziest 2 sessions of D&D we've had in a very long time. Oz, you found yourself at the head of an organization, which just so happened to also be the Silent Hand. As you walked in, and they seemed to recognize you for some reason, calling you Ethelos, being like, "Hey, you're that guy that we listened to," and you guys played it pretty smoothly for the most part. Made it through some of the higher ups in the organization, got into the inner sanctum, discussed things with a man named Wrath, and then eventually was led below to meet Valus Ern, the current leader of the Silent Hand, alongside Ethelos, who everyone seems to think you are. Valus, upon you coming down there, realized that something was amiss and was like, "Shit ain't right, yo." And he attacked. He ordered Wrath to seal off your escape, and then attempted to kill you. And attempted is a strong word here. As you proceeded to beat the ever-living shit out of him using a water elemental and an axe. So,
And then chewing
Valus is dead.
getting stabbed
was
with
savage.
a dagger.
Valus is super dead. You killed Valus's companion, I suppose, a friend of his named Sariel,
Got
who
killed
happened
by
to
my
be
dragon.
an aboleth. And you've made a potential ally in the Beholder Kuvek, who you have left behind as an ambassador from Xanathar. And he's kind of pulling some strings and kind of helping run the show, so to speak. You have left some of your friends behind as well in this sanctum. Inazuma and Groen were both kind of left as a, "Hey, you're in charge here for now," kind of thing. And you began your trek towards, where were you going again?
We haven't done our track yet. We were at the pub and we spent the night. And
Right, that's
they
right.
needed
You
to
guys
talk.
didn't leave. That's right. You ended up in Valen. You ended up in Valen.
Valen.
Fucking hell.
Because
Okay.
Oz decided to jump through a fucking portal.
So yeah, you went below instead of leaving by foot. You went below through a portal. Oh man, this makes my job so much harder. Went below through a portal and wound up in Valen. Well, Valen isn't terribly large. It's a city with a peninsula named after it, but city is a strong word. And you are now in a pub in Valen, talking with the bartender, who is very surprised to even see you. It's been a couple hours at this point, and the bartender shift has come and gone. A new one has replaced them. You at this point, I would say,
I would have gotten us like fancy rooms.
okay, so yeah, fancy rooms, easy enough. Knock off like 10 gold for some fancy rooms for all of you.
I'll just take it from you guys' thingamajigger. -10 from everyone, which is Lili.
No, it's -10 total.
Okay, 10 total. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, just
take
10
it.
total gold. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still doing math. I'm having to add it to the totals.
And
3 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper.
And just as you begin to pay for the rooms, you see the door which you originally exited out of open up, and you see Inazuma poke his head through. Inazuma, you, realizing something pretty important, ran below to follow your friends, watched them jump into the portal, and have stood there for the last, like, 2 hours just thinking, like, what if I jump in this portal? Like, should I jump in this portal? Is this something I should do? And eventually decided to jump in the portal as you realize that they've moved all their troops away from Thunder's Reach. So at some point it might be prudent to head to Thunder's Reach. Followed your friends, and here you are in the bar in Valen.
Hello.
I'm about to shoot you. You better left that sending stone.
You want to
with Groen.
shoot me?
Yes.
You really want to shoot me?
Did you leave that sending stone with Groen?
That's pretty important, yeah.
I think I did. Pretty sure I did.
Inazuma, roll a
Hey.
history check for me.
Hey, come on. It's me. It's me. Gonna roll a history check, because I'm really good at that.
Okay, you vaguely remember handing Groen something that they told you was important. You're like, maybe that was the sending stone.
Yeah, I definitely did, guys. Trust me, it's me.
I don't. I really don't. No offense.
Oh.
That was said with too much bravado. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta say, I trust him. Gotta say, yeah, I believe him.
Well,
Pretty sure I did. Like, honestly, I'm pretty sure I left the sending stone with Groen.
I guess we can just find out.
yeah, we'll find out later. I mean, we gotta go back eventually, right?
Well, I have the other sending stone.
Okay. You can contact him right now and see if he got it.
Yeah, I do. Just hey, is this growing?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, we're good.
Okay.
See? You know? And trust. We got it.
I never doubted you for a second.
And I think you cleared. And I walk up to Oz and I give him a nice pat on the back.
Is there a reason why you decided to follow us?
Yes. That the main forces that were there in Thunder's Reach have been moved.
Duh.
So right now, it's pretty much open season. By open season, I mean hunting. Yeah.
You're cutting in and out a bit.
Just
Oh.
a teeny tiny bit.
Park.
It's for hunting for justice.
The bartender
So-
just raises an eyebrow. He's just like cleaning a cup.
Don't mind him. He's corny, as it were.
So, what you're saying is you want to go back to Thunder's Reach?
I think it's time. I've been away for a while, and it'd be nice to do a little recon just to see how things are going, and hopefully find Suki and tell her something important.
Well, The quickest way to Thunder's Reach is back through where we came from.
Well, hold on, because we need. Oh shit! Where was the other location? The other
Which location?
base.
It's in it's near Oakhurst. There we go.
Oakhurst.
Yep, that's where the divide was, or the crevice, or whatever. That's like the opposite direction of Thunder's Reach.
Is it? We're all the way fucking in Valen.
I have no clue where Valen is. Well, I know where Valen is.
The south
Don't
of
know where
Baldur's
Oakhurst
Gate.
is.
Valen is right here on the map.
We can try to look for Oakhurst. Oakhurst would be
It's north of Waterdeep.
north of Waterdeep, and
Well,
Waterdeep is past.
I have an idea.
What?
Can we use the plane shift cube?
To go where?
To go to Oakhurst. Or rather to that base, because we really
Should knock that out.
and Lili lowers her voice. We really should get those souls away from them.
If you want to talk about important matters, we have rooms, so I suggest we go there.
Oh, yes! That's a brilliant idea! I have so much I have to fucking mention, too!
Facepalm. Okay, guys, up to the room. And I pay the barkeep 1 platinum.
Thank you.
Let me see if I have any spells paired for this.
Hey, Lili, could you send a sending to that, people that are waiting outside of, you know where for us to revive some people? Tell them to head to Neverwinter?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Do I have? I do. Yes. Okay. Yeah. She sends a sending to the.
I
Oh
forget
God.
his name. It's
She did say she would res him too.
it is. Yeah, restore the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where is he? I know he's somewhere.
Who are you talking about?
The bird guy.
The people we freed from Queen's Park.
Devon Star Song or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Devil Star Song.
Yeah, Devil.
That's great. You did totally forget about him too.
Yeah.
No, I didn't forget about him. Just Oz jumped through a portal.
I don't believe you.
No, I knew about him. Just
I
Oz
totally
jumped through a
forgot.
portal.
Yeah, I sent a sending to him and say, hey, so some things have come up. We're kind of now in Valen. Get to Neverwinter, and I'll be there to fulfill my promise.
Wait, you want me to go to Neverwinter?
Yeah. Is that not what I said?
You said
Yeah, but he's questioning you.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. God damn it. Gonna make me fucking send another. Yes, go to Neverwinter.
All right, hauling these dead bodies is gonna be a big deal. Did you cast Gentle Repose on anyone by chance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good at least. I was sitting here like, man, that's a really long trip. Those bodies are going to be rotten by the time he gets there.
Nope. I have Gentle Repose as a ritual spell
Aha, that's
in my
right.
ritual book. Yeah.
And Neverwinter is 40 feet, which is about 120. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 240 miles from Kunjakar to Neverwinter.
Is
That's
there
about
any?
it. So it's just under 10 days.
Let's see. Is there any place closer? Where's Tin Towns?
It's directly north of Kunjakar. It's right here. It's built into the mountain on the opposite side of the mountains, right up here.
Oh, so they could go there.
They could go to 10 towns. They could go. There's Luskin. There's Greysail is literally like 2 days from them.
I'm just looking
Great.
at my sigil sequences, and I have Tin Towns.
Oh, do you? Okay, yeah. They could go to 10 towns.
All right.
10 towns. 10 towns is about a day. Well, it's about a 2-day travel.
Okay, then I'm gonna send one more sending.
Okay.
Scratch that. Go to Tin Towns instead. That's much closer for you.
All
And I
right.
can teleport there.
I suppose that works. Oh, you guys have never been to 10 towns before. Cool. My version of 10 towns. My version of 10 towns is completely different from the Faerun lore. So, just if you studied up on 10 towns, don't expect that.
I have a bunch of lore from this campaign about Tin Towns.
Yeah,
So,
but that lore is not the Faerun lore. So,
cool. All right. With that, can I do this? I don't have it prepared. I don't think. Or do I? Oh my god, I'm a genius. Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Oz, I got a question for you. No, never mind.
Uh-huh.
It was just a thought I had. I think Grown would be mad if I spent a little bit of his money, even though it'd be for mind shielding.
Oh, well, I mean, how much is it?
Well, the price can vary. I spent 12K on my ring. No, 1,200 gold. Price varies.
How much gold does he have?
A lot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a executive decision and say that would be fine.
Okay.
I cast silence on the door to the room.
oh, okay, and the bartender's like, whoa, what's?
We
Well,
Wait,
no,
are
no,
you
we're
guys
up
upstairs?
yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you were still downstairs, and I'm like,
No.
all right, sure.
Man,
here
this
we
is a
go.
weird conversation for this guy to hear.
That's true. All right, so you're upstairs. You cast silence on the door to the room. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. And with that, let me make sure. Oh god, hold on. I don't have one. Fuck, I spent it. Okay,
What do
so I
you
have
not
prepared. Oh, I'm an Arcana cleric. Fuck, yes. All right. I cast Detect Magic.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Anything out of the ordinary.
In this room?
Yes.
Okay. So you get most of the ordinary stuff, and you're just like, all right, that's normal, expected that. And then, yeah, there's something weird about Oz right now. There's something off. He's giving off an extra glow.
What?
Oz is giving off an extra glow.
Oh, what kind of magic?
Divination.
Fucking shit.
What, Lili?
Son of a bitch. Has anything happened to you recently?
Not that I remember. I mean, I haven't even almost died in quite some time.
All right,
Lili?
I am going to. What?
What is it? Don't make me do
I'm
it.
not. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can I cast Dispel Magic on the Divination Magic?
Yeah, you can target it. Go ahead and roll for me.
Oh, buddy.
What are you doing?
You
Oh,
succeed. It dispels.
Okay. Can I tell how powerful it was?
Just given how much magic you really had to pour into that, it wasn't the most powerful of things. It seemed pretty low on the scale.
So, probably Scrying.
Well, Scrying's actually kind of high on the scale. So,
5?
yeah, it's a 5th level spell. That's really high. Like, I don't think you understand. 6th level spells are like demigod level spells. Like almost no one in the world can cast 6th level spells. You are basically a band of superheroes.
Scrying is 5th.
Yeah, I know, but 5th is still really close to that
Okay.
6th level shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's pretty weak. The DC for this was 14, so it's a 4th level spell. You're not 100% sure what spell that was.
Whatever
Alright,
you just dispelled, we could have, deconstructed it and tried to find out what it was.
Maybe I didn't want to risk it though. I thought it was thought it was Scrying or the likes, but
It could have
No.
been like a listening version.
maybe. It didn't come back, right? Okay.
It is gone
All
for
right.
good.
That
One,
was the only
you
thing?
should really wait.
Okay.
Is Adventure still there?
Adventure's still there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's just on your boot. He's sleeping right now. He's hold the line.
You should really ask people before you cast spells on them.
Uh,
Was
I did.
you did not ask me.
Yes, I did.
It's
don't
just
think you
figment of
did.
Your imagination.
I asked if anything weird happened to you. You said, or if anything has happened to you lately. You said, no, nothing out of the ordinary. And then I realized something was out of the ordinary, so somebody else casted a spell on you without asking your permission, so I got rid of it.
That's true.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you should ask before casting spells on people.
All right, I'm sorry.
Lili's charisma drops by 5.
That's fine. She's not very charismatic anyway.
Welcome to the party.
But no, somebody cast some kind of divination magic on you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But I don't. Do you know what spell it was?
Nope. Wasn't as high. It wasn't as powerful as a scrying spell, but
It's good to take.
I've seen some weird shit. I don't want to take chances. Anyway, now that everything's all dealt with and fairly certain the room's secure, okay, so
Lantern of revealing, please.
oh, well, I would have detected that with a detect magic, I think.
You would have.
Yeah.
Just. in
There's not one
case.
there.
Well, no, if something was invisible, I would detect it.
Yep. There's not one there. You did not detect that spell.
So, but I will do it just to humor you.
Thank you. It could be like that fucking dragon that literally blended in the shadows.
I don't think Lantern Revealing would reveal that anyway.
No, that dragon used something completely different. Lantern of Revealing wouldn't have worked on it.
Yeah, so, but anyway, out of character, what have I mentioned in terms of Did I mention what was in Ori's cipher and stuff
Yes.
to everyone?
Yes. Pretty sure.
Like including the planar stuff, because I don't think Lili mentioned that.
Yeah.
I don't think Lili mentions what Dusk and
What was-
Ash actually means or anything like that either.
I think you at least told me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Told
I
you.
don't remember any of that information.
Okay.
That could
So-
also be because I forget things all the time.
All right. Well, I'll go over it again then. So I know I mentioned that Lili had deciphered the stuff, but didn't want to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, if you remember, I had mentioned that I deciphered the ciphers that both my mother Val sent me and the one from Ori. So the one from Ori, I have to find my notebook, sorry, hold on. Here we go. So the one from Ori says, where the gears turn endless, the answers are buried midst dusk and ash. Gears turn endless would be, is it Mechanus?
Yeah.
Mechanus. Which is kind of like the plane of
Order,
Law.
I believe, right?
yeah, law and order.
I've seen that show.
Hey, me too. But
Dun, dun.
so I talked to Mother Saloon about this a bit as well, and she mentioned that Azekil's power would be extremely limited there, due to the nature of the veil and the nature of the plane itself. And Eve and I met a woman called is it Phantasma?
Fantasia.
Fantasia. Fantasia of elsewhere. She actually knew, and I can't remember his name either, the guy in charge of Mechanist.
The
Primus.
Primus, yeah. I'm
He's the
terrible
god.
with names.
It's the god of perfect order.
She actually used to serve under Primus many moons ago.
Centuries.
That's an understatement. So Azekil broke into the temple when we were exploring the temple of Law and tried to steal her. We got out, sent her to Mechanus. And that's kind of that for right now. But I believe the secret to defeating Azekil lies in Mechanus itself.
How can you be sure?
Some things just hang on, let me pull out Ori's.
Gross.
Okay.
I wasn't ready. Fucking no fair.
Where is it? There it is. Nope, that's not it. There it is. It's literally called Ori's letter. I'm dumb. There it is. Oh, also, right. Azekil is seeking to bring back something, someone called Morrigan, who was a deity.
And his sister.
Yes, and his sister. Who's a deity back during Fantasia's time that tried to destroy all of. I almost called it Galarian, and then I realized that is Pathfinder and not this.
Nice.
Toril. tried to destroy all of Toril. Many, many, many years ago. She's obviously failed since we're still here. But Ezekiel is trying to bring her back to finish the job.
Which is what was in that letter that I read, if I remember right, the folded up letter to Ezekiel from Valus.
Yes. Had some information on raising the dreadnought and how Morrigan wasn't.
Also, I didn't say this in front of the beholder, but they know the location of the temple. That's the one piece of information I didn't read out loud.
Who knows the location of what temple?
The Temple of Orn.
What?
Yes.
But
Just saying. We have technically the head of Valus, so we could still technically do undead. Talk to undead. I think. Even though he's a statue.
That's an interesting one.
It would be an interesting one, because we still got the head, and he technically still has a mouth in there.
That's what I call a big thunk.
yeah, we also have Sariel's head, so.
Yeah. But we can
We also have my head.
Whoa.
Yeah, but you're alive. Which is good,
Am
don't get
I?
me wrong.
Am I though?
Man, that's some deep philosophical bullshit right there.
I don't want to get into the discussions of whether or not, like, autonomy within soul gems is actual like life or not. I just don't know. Good. Okay.
Wait, if he's not alive, wouldn't I be dead?
I
You're
mean,
technically
your
not
soul's alive.
No, he poops. He's alive.
That means, technically you don't poop, so you're not alive.
I poop with words.
Clearly. Oh, speaking of, you never told us what our level up was on our weapons.
Oh shit, I totally didn't. It's okay. It's fine. There probably won't be any combat this session anyways. I fucking totally forgot about that.
So-
I did just now.
Alright, so, we definitely need to go to Mechanus at some point.
How do we fit that in with our busy schedule?
Where is Mechanus again?
In another universe.
Hmm.
Another plane of existence.
So
And we also gotta find an item from Mechanus. How are we gonna do that?
well, once we're there, I'm assuming we could find whatever we need to. The
Well,
problem is
Darling!
getting there.
We don't
that,
have an item
that's-
from this plane for Mechanus.
yes, that's what I was going to get at.
Oh, I thought we needed to find something in Mechanus.
No. We need a tuning rod, right? A tuning rod.
Yeah.
A forked rod attuned to. we need a forked rod attuned to Mechanus. I believe, however, we could potentially ask Fantasia
For an item?
to try and acquire one to give to us,
That's possible.
or ask her to ask Primus for permission to enter his plane.
But I do have a question. Will she remember us?
Why would she not?
Feywilds. You forgot. Remember? You had to refresh with your journal.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, we didn't have to do that when we came back from hell. I think that's just a Fey Wilds thing.
Well, she technically left the plane, so...
We did when we left hell, too. Or when we went to hell.
I'm just saying she could have forgotten just like you had.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I was getting at.
Ah,
Although
Welcome to the Feywilds, friends.
although she did have a different teleportation method, maybe it negated it somehow. Or maybe
Perhaps.
Mechanus, if he can do something, can dive into her memory and restore it.
well, it can be fixed with. Well, no.
Do we know where Fantasia is?
Yeah, she's in Mechanus. Ezekiel really wanted her.
Uh-huh. Really, really wanted her.
Gross.
He literally
Like,
was... What? Oh, I flipped to the page and I show the sketch. He was this.
Is it the sketch of the giant beast?
Yep.
Yeah. It's a giant beast ripping the roof off of the Temple of Order.
Nice.
Yeah. Luckily I had my cube on me. And we fled.
Yeah. We,
Cool.
Alright, so that also needs to be added to our agenda list. So. Oh, lordy. What do we want to do?
I think what we should do is do low security things first, then mild, which would be kind of like Mechanus, taking out the other base, of course, and also collecting the items before heading to Waterdeep to kill the guy.
Oh, we also need to go. What was that town called? Or was it a plane?
Which one?
10 towns?
No. The one with Oh, we were gonna put the souls in the constructs, like light forged. Were they? No.
Or
Warforged?
Oh,
the
it's-
Warforged.
Yeah, the Warforged. It's on Eberron. That's where it is. But it's a different plane, technically, yeah.
Eberron. Isn't
Do I know about that?
Um.
Because I think
I've
that was
heard
discussed out of
tales of it.
character.
Wait, what would you say, Steven?
I feel like Oz on the seas would probably have heard tales of a land of Warforged.
Yeah, you know what?
Simply stories.
I'll give this one to Oz's backstory, and say that he's probably met a Warforged or two. Because
Yeah,
they
probably
do
know. Yeah,
exist.
that's-
They do exist. They're extremely uncommon and they're not very well understood, and they usually hide themselves, but they do exist. What better place to hide than on a boat?
Right?
Was that mentioned in character, the Warforged, or was that I think that was mentioned out of character?
I don't remember.
I think it was mentioned out of character. So
I think it was too. Yeah.
It sounds like an out of character conversation.
We also need to find something to do with the 500. What? How many souls do we have in here? Like 250,000.
something million.
2.5 million souls.
Oh,
Bunch.
25 million, right?
Yeesh.
Yeah. So we need to find something to do with the 25 million souls too.
You are carrying around enough energy. According to Critical Role lore, I don't know what 5e lore is, but according to Matthew Mercer's version of Hell, you are carrying enough energy in your necklace right there to power the entire city of New York City for the next 600,000 years.
Wow.
Yo. Okay, out of character, we just need to start using human souls to power everything.
I'm good. I don't want to be a lich.
Technically, there are places in Aram that do that. Technically.
There are, yeah.
And Sing Shing would be jealous.
Hmm.
I
What? Ara?
let the. Oh, I'm fucking lagging. God
Yeah,
damn it.
you cut out real bad and stopped talking.
All right. I think what we could do is we could potentially just free them.
If we freed them here, Azaka would notice.
true.
Yeah, how do we
I
know
would
if we like
suggest-
open the valve on that thing, it won't? It'll stop.
The only difference is if Azakil could actually eat them before they actually can escape.
Hmm.
I
We
think
need
we should
to
go
put the
to
souls
the Raven Queen,
into things.
or your God of Death's plane and give it to them to release or ferry, because my lady ferries the souls.
I still think that we need to give these people a second chance on life.
I'm for that too, but
I agree.
we need a way to talk to them. We would still need someone that deals in death to talk to them and see if they're willing to do it.
Then, if you're talking about deals and death, you should probably talk to Jagal. He's kind of the death
Well-
deal guy.
I want to make an Arcana check.
Or what?
If I were to, could I somehow let Luna, and she's also just the soul within a gem, could I somehow let Luna communicate with the souls inside of this soul gem?
I would say no. Given what you know about soul gems as well, they don't interface. You can't like they're not like it's not a LAN party.
Okay, so then I would have to. What if I transferred her soul over?
Potentially catastrophic effects.
What do you mean?
As in the merging of 2.5 million consciousnesses with Luna's.
Well, no. Luna's into.
She wants
Oh,
to
wait.
talk to her. Talk to them.
Yeah, transferring her soul into there and then having it be bound to a body might
No.
not be a good idea.
No. I would
Her
transfer
and
her
the
soul into the gem and then take her back out.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you know that you're going to get Luna out?
Because she's bonded to Luna.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that's probably not a good idea.
If you, yeah, I'm trying to think because if you put her into the gym, are you still bonded to her?
Her soul, yes. Kind of like if I dismiss Zyra, I'm going to still get Zyra back.
Yeah, because she's like a familiar. That's right.
At least that's how I understand their.
That's how I
Relationship.
understand it.
Okay. Well, what we could do is we don't necessarily have to talk to all of them. We could give them all a body. Any that don't wish to stay or who don't wish to have a second lease on life can move on.
I imagine all of them are going to want a lease on life, darling.
Oh,
Because
probably.
they don't deserve it.
But it's a good possibility that some of them will take advantage of the situation.
Heather, do you have Steven turned down?
Why?
Just because you talk over him a lot right now.
Sorry.
You might turn it up just a little bit.
I guess that's something else I didn't think about. These were people who were found on the battlefield.
No, actually have him up.
Which means there's probably those that belong to the Silent Hand, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moral conundrums.
As Confucius would say, big thunk.
But that's also why I suggested a god of burying or death or whatever. They could probably weed out those individuals.
Weed out the riffraff.
Yeah. Given a little time. Considering how much is in there.
I mean, it's not like two of us don't have allegiances to certain gods of death. We could easily probably talk to them.
I'd rather not. reach out just in case.
I worry then about the priorities of the gods then.
What do you mean by that?
Well, this is a lot of souls. And if they're going to be the one to decide who stays and who goes, I think it'd be wise to know how the gods view the world and their priorities. So, for example, we know the Raven Queen's a fairy, but what would she do with? It's 2.5 million souls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What would she do with 2.5 million souls? How much power could that give a god?
She would need a bigger boat.
I'm sure she doesn't need that kind of power.
That was pretty good. All right.
But...
Well, okay, so... Sorry, continue.
No, go ahead.
Okay, she may not need that kind of power, and maybe it's an insignificant amount. However, it's fairly safe to say, and Lili turns thoughts, like, Oz and I have very different views on what defines someone as good and bad. And I'm not trying to start an argument, I'm just saying it would be good to know the god's position on this if they're to be the arbiter.
2.3 or 2.5 million souls is a lot of souls.
If you absolutely want to argue logic with my god, I know where her reign is.
I don't think anyone wants to argue logic with a god.
Well,
I've tried before, and
your
it
god...
doesn't seem too.
Your god isn't the most logical of gods, there, Zuma.
Considering
Which
he
makes
just
sense.
hits you with a hammer. Or was that a
What?
battle axe? He hit you in the face when he gave you that power. That does not scream logic.
For reference on how many people 2.5 million people is in Faerun, the entire population of Waterdeep is 2 million.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Ouch.
And it's the biggest city in the world, next to Tarmaloon. But Tarmaloon doesn't count because nobody goes there. Mostly because it's a sea away, so.
So, Oz, you know.
I know things.
Sorry. You know. God, I can't remember his name. I've been playing too much Pathfinder, and I almost called him Groidus. Jurgle. You know Jurgle very well.
I know him relatively well. We've had some conversations.
Yeah, probably about your deal.
We've had other conversations.
Right.
What are his priorities?
Well, he gave up his domain over all of Death to become the dealer.
The scribe, yes.
Yeah. He writes stuff. I mean, I don't think power is his end game.
Why does he have you hunt down these souls?
Because they're bad.
Is that it?
I don't know, I never really thought much about it. It's kind of just a deal. He gets what he wants, I get what I want. Don't really see why there needs to be much more conversation about it.
I just realized I have expertise in religion.
Yeah, you do.
I should have expertise in religion. Jeez, got so
Are
many
you
gods.
proficient in religion?
No.
Mark it. You are now.
Congratulations.
Specifically when it comes to any god that has anything to do with Jurgle, you are proficient, because at this point you have been part of Jurgle's little domain for long enough.
Could I just roll a religion check then to like figure out what I know about like the Raven Queen's priorities and Jurgle's priorities?
Sure. You can roll a religion check.
Sure. I'm gonna guidance myself.
It should have
Oh.
advantage because you're technically bouncing it off us.
I would say the only person that can give you advantage is Eve could give you advantage for the Raven Queen, and Oz can give you advantage for Jurgle.
Alright,
Yeah,
so you
I'd
wanna
grant
make-
that.
What was that,
Yep.
Oz?
I would grant that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So 2 separate checks. First one's Raven Queen.
Alright. Guidance and religion.
Okay. 21. The Raven Queen is a little enigmatic. She kind of plays a smaller role than a lot of gods, despite her actual domain being one of the most important. She is the Grim Reaper, so to speak. She is the Valkyrie. She is the one that guides a soul to the afterlife after death. All souls, whether they be good or bad or neutral or whatever, must pass through Fate's Palace, which is the Raven Queen's domain. It's her stronghold in the Shadowfell. And she ensures that those souls go to where they need to be. Now, she does have her own servants. She does have her own followers, and those souls wind up with her. And then there's the faithless. Those of the people that don't believe in gods and Faerun, atheists, actually go to Cullenvor, and Cullenvor does something terrible with them. And I'll just attach this. He takes them and he puts them into the Wall of Souls, which is basically just this gigantic, huge wall in Cullenvor's domain that surrounds the whole domain. And those people just sit there for forever. They're just there forever. And she hands them off to Cullenvor, but she has been known to grant faithless a deal, basically. She will allow them to return to life and serve her. This has caused contention with Cullenvor before, but they have a really good arrangement so far. So it's kind of just one of those things. It's like the business partner that makes you a ton of money, but they're skimming a little bit off the top, but you don't want to say anything because they're really good at their job. That's kind of the relationship that the Cullenvor and the Raven Queen have. The Raven Queen, could she be described as power hungry? Potentially. The way she came to power was very dubious, and she is to this date, she is the only mortal to ascend to godhood in written history. She was an elf.
You guys are traveling with the second.
You guys are traveling with this. She was an elf, and she gained power over souls. She could manipulate souls somehow, and she had this small devoted following of wizards that assisted her in this. And at one point, she managed to essentially divert the flow of souls from one god of death to her. And whenever that happened, she actually ascended into godhood. Some of the gods really detested this, and in fact, the wizards that assisted her in coming to this term were eventually converted and into these weird creatures of myth called Nagpa. And it's kind of shrouded. It's like the at this point, this story is basically a Greek myth. You know what I mean? Like, this could be true. This is just what's kind of accepted as this story. But the Nagpa tried to get vengeance on the Raven Queen because she did abandon them when she arose to godhood. And overall, she's very enigmatic. She's very unpredictable. and she very much seems to serve her own needs before the other gods. She's kind of detached from the pantheon as a whole.
Okay.
She is essentially the definition. She is the god of chaotic neutral. She is chaotic neutral in deity form. She does what is best for her first, and then she helps others.
Yeah. Okay. So then this one's for Jurgle.
It's
Wow.
technically in her best interest to help.
Depends.
Depends.
It depends. So a 36, that's really high. So Jurgle is this kind of makes sense because Jurgle is one of the more studied members of the Pantheon. He is Kelemvor's second, basically. He is like the second in command when it comes to death. He was the original god of death and stepped down from that mantle to ensure that others could run it more efficiently, and he's always helped those that have stepped up to that mantle, be they good or bad. Jurgle, like Kelemvor, if the Raven Queen is chaotic neutral in deity form, Jurgle is true neutral in deity form. He does exactly what is needed for him and those around him at any given time, and stays as neutral as physically possible, or as philosophically possible, when it comes to judgments and other things. Now, Jurgle himself doesn't pass judgment to souls. That's Kelemvor's job. But Jurgle does assist Kelemvor in this task. Jurgle's main task, along with the Raven Queen, he actually works with the Raven Queen on this one big thing, and that is to ensure that the cycle of death is never disrupted. People must live, and then they must die. That is the cycle, and if the cycle is disrupted, he and the Raven Queen ensure that it is fixed as fast as possible. Liches, for example, are a massive affront to Jurgle. Now, the Raven Queen can't stomach undead. She hates undead. Jurgle will work with undead if it's in his interest to do so. Like, he might assist one lich in order to stop a dozen.
The greater evil kind of thing.
Yeah, he will work with lesser evils if it will get him to his greater goal. If, like, if there's a cabal of 30 liches and one lich is like, well, I can infiltrate them and take them down if you'll just let me be me. Jurgle's very much about that.
And then
he
Jurgle has people like me that he sends to kill that one lich.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like, Oz is a great example of this. Oz, while he's not technically undead, he is very much an affront to the cycle of death. He's hard to kill. He comes back to life. He's very much kind of a middle finger to death. But Jurgle is like, that's a useful middle finger. He can take that middle finger and shove it in other people's buttholes.
So true.
Oh my god.
Just like the Phoenix.
Accurate description.
I ain't even mad.
So that's I'm bleeding quite a bit. Holy shit.
I think you picked at it too much.
Oh no, this is not great.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Short break.
Okay, short break.
I have removed.
He removed the top of his warts, and what's
Oh yeah, nope, that's not good.
no.
That's both disgusting and fascinating at the same time.
So, if both gods then don't like a disruption in the cycle of death, who's to say that they're even gonna
make a doctor's appointment for this thing, because I don't think it's a wart. I'm pretty sure that's cancer. I think I'm gonna die.
It's a good possibility. My grandfather has. Is it dry and itchy?
It is dry and itchy all the time.
Then that's probably skin cancer, because my grandfather
That's a good
has dry,
chance of
itchy
it.
spots,
Want me to make an appointment for that tomorrow, please?
Okay, I will.
All right.
Hey, make an appointment for that tomorrow.
Thanks.
Here's another question. Could any god help us with this task?
You wish to ask? You me to ask, Thor?
No.
Given what you know about the Pantheon and other things, while they could potentially, like most gods can control a soul, they can manipulate a soul, the power of a soul. Hell, even like the Null could do so. Most of the 7 and the 9 would refuse, simply because this is a specific domain. It's a specific portfolio, and to encroach is to kind of break an agreement. That being said, the Null don't have that agreement. The Null can do what they want. So, technically, the Null could help you.
not say we did.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'd rather take it to the Raven Queen.
This is just what Lili. That's what Lili would know.
Yeah.
Lili would be like, well, Asmodea, he technically can do this. So, but you know that the null are they're the null for a reason. So
Yeah. Okay, so I think our best bet is Jurgle.
Well, have fun trying to find an object to tune to this plane.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's all.
Yeah.
So now we just have to decide what we're gonna do if we actually do get the souls judged worthy enough back.
I mean, we don't know what whose souls are in here.
Exactly.
We could be releasing a bunch of mass murderers back into the world,
Exactly.
but that's not for us to decide.
Mortals should not have the power of gods, just saying.
Nope.
Dude, we were just made into demigods. You might not
Yeah.
want to.
I didn't choose that.
Yeah, man. Don't shit where you eat.
I was asked, so I didn't refuse. I didn't accept.
I couldn't refuse.
You got smacked in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, I accepted. I just never thought I'd have to deal with these moral conundrums and. Alright.
Just have to
So-
go with one and roll with it.
Yeah, alright, so what's our plan? What's our order? I know originally we said we were going to go to Thunder's Reach after Kundraka.
Yes. But to make sure that we prioritize what's most important. If we need to do something else, then we can, Thunder's Reach can always be a back burner, but given that there's very little forces there, it'd be a great time to at least do recon, but again, I don't want to be selfish in our decisions.
Quite personally, I'd rather get our personal business out of the way. That way we have nothing tethering us or holding us back. That being said, I have stated a few times, I want to go back to Hillsfar and investigate my father's murder.
you mumbled that last part.
Okay, I said I would like to go back to Hillsfar and investigate my father's murder.
Your father's murder?
Yes, it's more for my mother's sake than my own.
Okay. Oz, what do you say?
I mean, I really don't have any personal conundrums that I'm working on right now. Most of my stuff's been settled,
Well,
except for that whole killing a former best friend thing. But that can wait.
well, I guess Ruthamar's tied in with the weapons.
Yes,
Or
he has
the
a few.
artifacts, rather.
Oh yeah, we're gonna kill your dad.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
definitely do that, but I think we should save that for last. I would say gathering the artifacts would be medium priority. But
Especially those boots. I've been thinking about those boots for a lot lately.
Boots?
yeah, Ember, Mr.
Oh, right,
Lord Ember
yes.
has them.
That would complete the cycle for me. I would then ascend to my ultimate form.
Speedy Gonzalez?
No. I would ascend to the speedster of scarlet colors.
Alright, I'm gonna go find somewhere to kill myself.
Alright, so What are we doing first?
I mean, what's closest?
What's closest is Candlekeep.
Well,
Oh,
I
it
mean,
actually is.
I can put us anywhere on the western coast.
And I could put us anywhere I've been, and I've also got teleportation circle.
So does Lili.
Okay,
Yeah.
none of that is fucking helpful. What's the closest objective?
Candlekeep.
Well, that's not the objective. Out of personal stuff, the closest would be Thunder's Reach.
And why do we need to go to Candlekeep again? Why is that important?
We don't. Well, that's not true, actually. Yeah.
Also, I really want to know how I'm supposed to get this scar that the prophecy talks about.
Maybe it's the other dude. Did you ever think about that?
No.
Didn't they
That's
mention
not
he
right.
had a scar?
I don't remember. They said a lot of stuff. I was just trying to lie.
Well,
Me every time I go to school.
Word.
Can I make a history check
On what?
to see if they mentioned a scar? Because I feel like they did.
no, the Arcanoloth did.
The Arcanoloth did. I was supposed to have a scar when we met him.
Yeah, but I feel like
They
the
did not
people-
mention a scar regarding Ethlos.
Okay.
Or maybe you'll get the scar when you meet Ethelos.
Hmm.
God, if stuff getting this should be great. All right.
Oh yeah, that is kind of personal. I do need to find that guy.
Also,
Athelos?
whatchamacallit, can you mark that off?
What?
This right here.
This right here is the least descriptive thing you've ever said, and I refuse to acknowledge it until you get more descriptive.
Okay, the storm bow. Where I drew at.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to erase.
All right. So here's my proposed plan then. We go to Tin Town, because that's very close to Thunder's Reach, and I have the ability to take us there. I can deal with. I can fulfill my promise that I made to the band of, I don't remember the names.
The poor individuals that got ruffle stomped by a vampire and liches and illithids.
The fuck is a ruffle stomp?
It means
ass
their
beating.
ass kicked, Lili.
Ruffle in this world is actually really old farm lovers.
And
So I got beat up by a bunch of farm lovers.
but
Right.
also, I should probably get to Hillsfire somewhere that has
That's-
a big market. That way I can look for a ring for Growin, and I could take it back to him since we have that little sigil for Kundakar.
All right. Well, we could go to Baldur's Gate real quick.
That's fine with me. I think we've all been, or haven't we? No, we haven't been yet.
No, I don't think so.
To where?
Baldur's Gate.
Nope,
Right here.
I have not been there. Wait, I've probably been there. I probably hit there eventually.
Baldur's Gate. That feels familiar somehow, but yet not entirely.
I think it was one of our pit stops in the when we were journeying by ship.
No, but didn't y'all mention something about Gate?
You cut out there.
A gate?
Didn't you mention to me
Baldur's Gate.
somebody was from Baldur's Gate that you had met?
Did we? I don't. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I meet a lot of people.
Didn't you tell me someone was traveling with you while I was gone?
Was she from Baldur's Gate?
It
Who?
was-
I've got no idea who you're talking about.
The when Zuma wasn't with us, we had the one. What am I? See, this is why we can't leave me to remembering
Well-
things.
Well, the only other party members you've ever had were Kira for a little bit, and that was actually while Zuma was with you. And then there was
Yeah.
Rue. And Rue,
Is a fairy.
yeah, Rue was a fairy, and she wasn't from Baldur's Gate. She was from Fairyland or something.
No, we haven't had any many non-player characters as our traveling companions.
Yeah.
And then in Hell we had.
Scylla.
Scylla, yeah, that's. But
You said there was a cleric, though. What was his name?
oh,
He was drunk all the time.
Oh yeah, that cleric dude. He's actually in Waterdeep.
Oh, because he told me he was from Baldur's
pretty
Gate.
sure
That's
he's in
great.
Baldur's Gate.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's Temple of Torment, Baldur's Gate.
Okay. Well, we can stop by and talk to him about stuff if you want.
Please don't make me do that accent.
All I really need to do is look for that ring, and I can. Yeah.
Oh, Rip Steven.
What happened? Did he leave?
Disconnected, probably.
Oh.
Alright. So, Tin Town,
Back.
Thunder's Reach, then Hillsfar, then I don't know what else after that.
We'll make a more detailed list after we get started.
Yeah,
character,
alright.
out of character, that's me saying we'll sit down together and make a list of where we need to go.
Alright. Well, if that's the case, I need to rest before we go to Tin Town.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on moving anywhere. I want to sleep in a bed. But and in Baldur's Gate, we'll in Azuma,
Yes,
what's your current gear?
my current gear.
Yes.
Oh, I have a cloak. Anything specific you're wondering about?
Armor and weapon.
I have the storm bow,
Mhm.
and then I have my studded leather armor.
We are going to get you new armor.
Oh,
Enchanted armor.
oh,
Since you have enough money.
right. I have a request.
Yes.
If we were to get this new armor, could it be in a certain hue of color?
Well, we could probably find one that's has a double enchantment and lets you change the color if you want.
Okay,
We can look. It's worth a try.
just wanted to throw that out there. If we are going to
He's
go
wanting a
shopping.
big crimson red piece of armor.
Yellow, gold trim with red, right?
Yes.
And a face mask.
Yeah, we could also have a face mask
Well,
while we're at
don't
it.
have to get a face mask, but maybe like an eye mask.
But yeah, I figured
Please.
upgrade in gear, at least for armor and stuff.
For the sake of everyone, please get a face mask.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
There should be plenty of
See how
costume shops. Maybe.
you're not the. Yeah.
Good one, Zuma. Good one.
Hey, they come and go.
This is like Rowan is the charismatic one.
Some are going.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Well,
So have we decided where we're going?
Yep, Tin
Yes.
Town, then to Thunder's Reach, and then to Hillsfar.
Are we
Oz
gonna go
goes to another
Baldur's
room and
Gate
goes to sleep.
before,
Bowser's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's
sorry,
Gate.
before we actually go
Right.
to
Yeah.
Tin Towns.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Also, a side note, but I've just now realized the Zoom is actually the culmination of the 2 DC TV series.
Oh God.
Um,
Yep.
he is. Like I've always seen the Flash, but now I realize he's actually the Flash and Arrow together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the plan? Going to Baldur's Gate, going to Tin Towns, then you're hopping over just for some tea and crumpets and Thunder's Reach, and then you're headed down to something, I don't know.
Hillsfar.
That's Hillsfar. All right. Man, you guys are hopping all over the place. We're like jumper up in this bitch.
It's never a good idea to stay in one place, right? For too long.
Welcome to what happens when we get access to teleportation magic.
Yeah, right? Don't worry, we just got plane
Fast.
shift and teleport in Oni's campaign because we just hit level 20.
Fast travel.
Yeah, it's fast travel, and we both have a sorcerer and a cleric that can use teleportation circle. Now,
So many teleportation circles.
Wait, why do you know teleportation circle is a sorcerer?
because I'm a sorcerer.
Is it a sorcerer spell?
Yes.
Oh.
Why did you take it? Is what I'm asking.
I took it just in case if I couldn't get to you.
Oh, okay. Because like, it's part of Arcana clerics, and I always have it prepared.
Well, I mean, it's just I can.
Eve has a
change it.
ferocious independence streak.
Yes. Yes, she does. She doesn't.
You
like-
can change that out on level up though. It's just so you know.
So if I feel like changing it out, I can.
Okay.
Okay, Oz lets out a big convincing stretch and says, "All right, guys, I'm going to bed," and leaves the room.
Good night,
Okay.
Oz.
That was the least convincing thing I've ever seen, but that's okay.
Yeah, but nobody questioned it, so that's
No.
what matters.
Okay.
Is there a tree outside the tavern?
You're in Valen, and it's very tree, so yes, there's quite a few trees.
I'm gonna go out there and find a nice tree, and I'm gonna go up there and just start thinking about reach and just contemplating things, and I'm gonna fall asleep in the tree.
Okay. And you fall asleep in the tree. Right on the edge of Valenwood, on the coast of Valen. In the
Cool.
city of Valen.
Oz is gonna ask the bartender if there's somewhere that he knows where he could get a sending spell sent.
Yeah, there's a temple in town you could go to.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna head there. Where exactly?
It's just down the road here, and you're gonna take a left and keep going straight. You can't miss it. Big old
Yeah.
cathedral style building.
Cool. Yeah, Oz is gonna head there.
Head
Why
there.
don't you
You,
just ask Lili.
haha. You go down the road, take a left, and you keep going. And sure enough, soon into view comes this massive cathedral-style building. There's other buildings around you. There's shops and stuff, but it is, I believe it's late. I don't remember. We're gonna say it's late. So it's, a lot of them are closed down. There's a couple of alleys. You see some potentially dubious deals going on in some of them. But as you approach this cathedral, the area around it is well lit. There's no shady characters or anything here, and you notice that this is actually a temple to Saloon.
Well, this is inconvenient.
The temple, as you enter in, you see is actually split into 6 separate sections, and each section is dedicated to a different deity. The temple itself is like a temple of Saloon, but there are what is the name for them? Shit, I don't remember what the names for them are called, but they're basically small areas of worship. There are 6 of them within. One of them, the center one, is 100% dedicated to Saloon. There's another to your left as you enter, and this one is dedicated to hold on, notes, just a minute. This one is dedicated to Scotty. There is one to the Raven Queen. There is one to Torm. Hold on, Scotty, Saloon, Torm, Raven Queen. There's one to Mistra. And there is one to what's his face? He's one of your gods. Starts with a T. Shit. No, he doesn't. Shondacool. Shondacool.
Shondacool. Yeah, I'm
There's
gonna
one
head there.
for Shondacool. Okay, so then you head over to the Temple of Shondacool. Well, the worship area of Shondacool. There's a name for these. I keep forgetting what it's called, but it's like worship areas of worship within a temple. But you head over there, and there's a couple of acolytes of Saloon around. They're kind of the ones that tend to this area, so it's not quite as just free flowing as other areas of worship dedicated to Shondacool. But there are a couple of acolytes of Shondacool here as well. You can tell people that are here worshiping. Some of them are praying for perhaps good fortune on a trip, good fortune on a voyage. Some of them are praying for just good tidings in general. Just a little bump in life.
Okay. I just need to find a priest.
Okay, there is one. There is a singular priest of Shondacool here, helping some of the others pray. He's assisted by acolytes of Saloon, but he is a priest of Shondacool.
Yeah. Whenever he seems to be available, I would like to approach him and ask him to send a sending.
Okay, he does have a couple of moments. After a while, you kind of stand there, impatiently tapping your toes, and he's handing out little small baskets of stuff to some people, and eventually
They each have like a watchtower for Shondacool in it.
yeah, there's all of them have these little brownies tied nicely. No, but he eventually approaches you, and he's, yes, you look like you are one of the faith. How can I help you?
I need to get a message to someone.
I can send a message, of course. If you don't mind, there will be a small charge. It helps pay for the upkeep of this temple.
Yeah, Oz hands him like 15 gold.
Oh, he's like, all right. Pockets the gold. What's your message?
I need. Give me 1 second. So I needed to say that I think I'm your brother.
Oh no. I know what you're doing.
And I think we need to meet.
Okay. Who is the recipient?
Well, he looks a lot like me, but his name is Ethelos.
Kind of looks you up and down and frowns. Ethelo. That's an interesting name for someone. That is an old word.
Does it mean anything?
Yes. It means shield. Not in the physical sense, more of a shield from the darkness.
Shield from darkness or a shield of darkness?
It's just the word shield is in the metaphorical context.
Yeah, metaphors don't really work for me.
Oh, I understand. I will send this. Go ahead and roll me a d100. Oh fuck! He concentrates for a moment. There's some interference. I can't get it through. Shakes his head. It's not responding.
Okay, maybe like try positioning your arms a different way, or
gives you an eyebrow. I can try again, but this would take more energy, and I would ask for another fee, of course.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just gave him 10 gold this time.
He takes the gold, nods. Puts the gold in his pocket. Roll me another D100. If you roll a 5 or below, it fails.
Eat my.
I'm sorry.
That was the first failure.
That was the first interplanar sending failure I've ever seen.
There we go.
Ever. Okay, cool. So, there we go. There was some interference at first, but it seems to have got. His breath catches, and his eyes open, and he looks straight to you, and his eyes are just jet black. Interesting. And his eyes close, and he kind of sways for a moment. He goes, "There was a response, but it's foggy. I think he said yes." Yes. Was most interesting. Is this individual, you said he's your brother?
Possibly.
Well then. Huh. It appears your brother may have some dark magic over him or some sort. He was most difficult to contact, and I feel ill. I need to go lay down. And some of the others are like, wait. What about? And then he just kind of waves them off. I will return.
He said he's going to lay down.
Yeah.
Thank you
kind of shrink away from
for
you.
your time.
Yes, thank you. You be well. And you see some of the acolytes like helping him along. He's kind of hunched over.
Okay, yep. That's I think Oz would spend the rest of the time. I think he'd go back to the inn at this point.
Okay, go back to the inn. You guys have rooms and all that good stuff. So
I have a question. What time did he go out at?
it was late. So I would say it's probably, right before typical bedtime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the city is not terribly large, and the chapel is not very far from the inn, so It didn't take very long at all. It would have taken you probably 30 minutes for this whole fiasco.
That was about to be real awkward because I was going to say when Lili wakes up, she goes to the temple. She tries to find the temple saloon.
Oh no! It wouldn't take hours at all. This is a very short trip. So
okay.
All right. So, and when you wake up, you go to the Temple of Saloon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, I'm assuming they have like an altar and like set up, right?
Yeah, they have altars. They have like a different style of worshiping area for each of the gods in the area. And Saloons is an altar with a big full moon behind it, and then in the full moon is a window, and you can see that the window stretches over the entirety of the cathedral, like across the ceiling. And it would track it tracks the movement of the moon. Like the moon is always visible through that window.
Gotcha. Okay. And if she went to bed early, she'd probably wake up at like 4.
Like 4 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so she's actually gonna pray to Saloon.
Okay.
And I hope this does what I want it to. Hold on. God fucking damn it.
Saloon's like, that's not very nice.
Okay. Mother Saloon, I have a question if you have a moment.
Yes.
Did you happen to hear the conversation that me and my companions had?
I did not.
Alright, she confers all of that back since she hasn't told her either.
Okay.
That's really it. I just wanted to bring that up since I hadn't mentioned it before.
Mechanist?
Yes.
Interesting. Primus is cut himself off from the rest of us for right now. He seemed frantic about it. He has been silent for quite some time.
Is this... So this wasn't recent then?
about 8 months ago. Be careful.
Thank you. And she'd probably be there till like helping out the clerics.
Okay.
And then go back to the inn.
What you find helping out the clerics is a very interesting blend of worship here. Everybody here is worshippers of the 7 and the 9, and it really comes like there's almost a bit of tribalism when it comes to a lot of temples, because they're like, well, my god's better. Well, my god's better. A lot of them are like that. Some of them aren't, but most of them are. But here, all of that is just gone. Everyone is just here for each other, and it's a pretty chill atmosphere. And you help out for a while, and eventually the sun's risen and the day has come. So
Yeah, Eve would just be paddling around the room and making sure that no one can see inside the room, and guarding what needs to be guarded, and making sure Zyra and Anixia alert me to anything.
okay, yeah, there's not much. There's no disturbances or anything. You guys have a pretty easy time of it. Morning comes, and those of you that wake up early probably would wake up at this point. Oz, I know you wake up usually for your morning run.
And I usually
So-
wake up a lot anyway.
Correct.
Okay. Morning run, you go on your run. The city is pretty nice. It's right on the edge of the Valenwood, which is basically this huge forest that stretches out into some mountains and this other gigantic forest called the Wheeldeath. And here in the city, they've kind of incorporated it with just the edge of the forest. So there's lots of trees and nature around, but it's also got this good blend. It's a little bit like the Emerald Enclave in Neverwinter, but more industrial than that. It's not quite as open and free as that one is.
Okay.
But there's like running by and stuff. People seem friendly. A couple of them smiling and waving. You see some kids out playing. It's a nice little city.
Can we take a small break here?
Sure. If you guys want to take a break, that's perfectly fine with me. Go to the bathroom, get your drinks, whatever you need to do.
Are you guys cool with that, or do you want to keep going?
It's fine with me.
Okay.
I think we're good.
I think we're good too.
All right.
Yeah, I never left.
You're gonna regret it later.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pee.
Nah. Let's do this. This session's mostly set up for the next couple of sessions anyway, so if you need to pee, go for it. All right. So, you get through the night, start your days here in Valen, and I suppose you guys are heading off to Baldur's Gate from what you just discussed, right?
Yep.
All right. Does anybody have anything to accomplish in Valen before they leave?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm good.
Yeah. Actually, because I have Speak with Dead now.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Did we want to do that now, or do we want to wait?
We could do it now. I mean, it's RP, so I mean, it's gonna probably be RP for the next few sessions, so we can go ahead and do that.
Well, it's probably just going to be this session because if you
Yeah.
guys are headed to, I will say, if you guys are headed to 10 Towns or Thunder's Reach, like shit's going to get crazy. So,
Yeah.
Well, we
So-
can do it now.
We need some crazy.
all
All
right.
right. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of speak with that on Sariel.
Let's do it inside the room.
Yes.
I bet you people would freak shit.
No, I'm gonna
seeing
whip out a fucking giant ass head in the middle of the goddamn inn and cast speak with dead on it.
I would
Bartender-
love to see the look on people's faces.
Bartender just looks at it and goes, "Oh shit! How'd you get our secret ingredient?" All right. So in the room, you all kind of gather around with. I'm suppose, like, are you doing it on both heads or
Starting with the Sariels. Or
starting with
Sariels.
Sariel? Okay.
Don't forget Zone of Truth.
Oh yeah, that's on the truth too.
Okay. Zone of Truth. Sariel fails it automatically because he is dead. And you cast Speak with Dead on the head of Sariel, which kind of begins rotating and looks directly at you, Lili.
What's the check on Zone of Truth?
It is a Wisdom save. I believe it's DC 18.
I mean, we're all inside of it, so we all need to make a check, correct?
Yes, if you want to make the check, yes. Okay. Failure. It's a failure. Yeah, and this room's not much bigger than 15 feet, so it kind of covers the whole room. There's not really a way out of it. Lili succeeds on her own spell.
That's good to know.
And Zuma, I'd need a Wisdom save from you.
Yep.
You can choose to fail it if you want. Doesn't matter.
Okay, that's the failure. Everybody but Lili fails, including Sargo. So the head rotates and turns towards you and ask your questions.
Yeah. Did you happen to find an onyx gem while you were down in the depths of Kundraka?
Yes.
Ooh, I just realized I didn't specify. Okay.
That's one question.
Yep. Where was this gem?
In Kundraka.
Oh, you piece of shit.
True?
All right. I will rephrase. Yeah. Did you find a gem in the throne room?
Yes.
Lili,
Okay.
your next
What?
question should be
I only get
with
3,
the ending
right?
words.
You get 5.
Oh.
Your
Speak with that
next
is 5
one
questions.
Should be specific.
Be specific. Be specific.
You can ask it questions. You can't tell it to do something. You can't say,
Yeah.
"Did you find a gem? Be specific." No, that wouldn't
Yeah.
work.
Well, technically, you could go. Please be specific. Could you?
That
Could
please
you?
doesn't change. No,
Hmm.
It's a statement.
it's a command. It's not a question. You have to word your questions like you're talking to a genie, like you're making a wish.
Fucking genies, man. How do they work?
And magnets, how do those work?
Genies.
Oh. Okay, so you get 2 more questions.
Yeah. Hmm. What did you do with the gem that you found in the throne room?
Oh, you're fucking lucky you got that in before
Yeah.
I started talking.
Yeah.
We transported it back home.
this is out of character. Where's their home?
Who's home?
Like Sariel's home.
The only thing Lili would know is that he's a representative of the Abelethic Society, and that the Abelethic Society has a mobile home. They don't stay in one spot.
Okay. So then, Ezekiel has it.
Was that a question?
No, I guess it wasn't. Hold on. Was your intention to, when you took it back home, to give it to Ezekiel?
Our intention was to give it to Ezekiel, yes.
Okay.
The head goes back to just a normal head.
Well,
Well, shit. Well, Ezekiel has his soul gem, so that's great.
He said his intention was to give it back to Ezekiel. He didn't say that they did.
yeah. They might be
I
using
mean-
it. You never
I mean, a
know.
gem like that could hold leverage over a being like Ezekiel.
Could.
It could. But if you want more answers, we can keep the head for another. I believe the spell, you can't cast it until 7 days after it. Unless you do, like asking it where.
I honestly don't know.
10 days.
10 days. So it's got a 10-day cooldown on Speak with Dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I could just cast Gentle Repose on it and keep it.
Yeah.
That's you.
Keep it.
Gross.
Find out where the home is, but I believe you. I don't know if you told us this, if they respawn or not. That they come back.
I think she did, yeah.
We don't know if he'll be back by then.
Well, even if he is, I can still.
But you gotta keep in mind, this body is not gonna know if they move.
This is true. No, I have some more specific questions I want to ask it.
Okay, that's fine.
I find it, like, it's great. Lili could be an amazing taxidermist. Think about it.
Okay, should we get Vales's head out now?
Yeah, she casts Gentle Repose on it, Ritual casts it, and then
Okay.
puts it back in.
And we
Okay.
put Vales's head, stone head.
Right in the middle of the floor.
Yep.
Okay.
That.
This is
And
creepy. Is this gonna actually work?
I don't know. Does he fit? Zone of Truth still active, so. Alright. Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay. Alright, then I guess I can't speak with Dead again.
Okay.
It's 81.
Nothing happens.
Did it work?
Nice a statue.
No. But I have an idea. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doop. Doo-doo-doo.
Well, he ain't coming back. He's dead.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
that doesn't mean we
Uh,
can't speak to him.
How much diamond dust do I have?
I think I know what you're about to do, and I'm going to say it will work.
I figured it would.
As long as it doesn't bring him back to life, I'm fine with it. Whatever it is.
Lili casts True Resurrection.
I will fucking kill you. And I think Darkwire would want me to kill you because you just took away his food.
No, because the soul has to be willing to return.
Yeah.
He'd probably be willing to return.
His soul doesn't exist anymore.
Never know.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Great Restoration on it.
Okay, yeah, it removes the stone, and you now have this big fleshy head in front of you.
Uh,
The eyes have like rolled back and are like, it's exactly like he just died.
oh. Okay then.
You've seen a decapitated head before.
I know, but saw them that exact moment. It kind of looked like it just died right then and there.
Again.
Alright, cast Speak with Dead.
Guess speak with Dad? Okay. The head begins to move around, and it looks straight at you, and it says,
Ask you questions.
Lili looks around.
Does he know why Azakil pulled away from everybody?
Do you know why Ezekiel was not Let me think of how to word this. Why did Ezekiel cut off communications with you and everyone else?
the head, both of the eyes narrow.
It was an order.
Ezekiel was ordered to?
Is that another question?
No. Ezekiel was ordered to do it? That's a question.
Ezekiel was ordered to do many things.
Fucking God.
I'm going to give you a sin for the pronoun game.
Yep. Yep.
That's 2 questions.
Okay. In your first answer, said Ezekiel was ordered to. What was he ordered to do, and what are you referring to in that answer?
There you go. Now you're thinking like a lawyer.
Ezekiel was ordered to cut off communications with the Temple of the Silent Hand and the Eye. And he did so.
Who told him to do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to word that.
Yeah, well, I'm speaking to Lili specifically.
We can give you one guess who that we mentioned last night, darling. His sister.
It could be. But I want to make double sure. All right. So he was told to cut off communications, and so he did. Or rather, he was all ordered to do that. But who ordered him to cut off the communications with you?
The mouth opens to speak, and then both of the eyes turn red, and it goes,
I do.
Oh.
You broke it.
and after a moment, the eyes go back to normal, and the head kind of slumps for a second, and then looks back at you.
I do not have access to that memory.
Seems somebody has intentionally blocked his memory.
Hmm.
To keep him from telling.
Maybe I should cut a little lower next time.
Oh, interesting. Hmm.
The tip of Yorn, darling. The exact location.
Oh,
Or that druid sanctuary
Out of
that he was talking about.
out of character. The Temple of Orn was mentioned in a letter he had, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was mentioned in a letter. They said that they had the true location and that they would need to meet in order to discuss it. As such a privileged piece of information was not fit for a piece of paper.
Actually, either the Druid Sanctuary or the location of the temple would be a good question.
I'll ask the location of the temple.
But make sure you word it right.
Yeah. On your person, you had a letter that was addressed to you, speaking of the true temple, the true location of the Temple of Orn. Where is that location?
The face looks up at you again, and he opens his mouth to speak. The eyes turn red, and he's like,
I do.
and you see it start to fight against whatever is preventing him from answering. And he finally, the eyes turn back to normal, and he,
Speak to the druid at the Sunless Citadel. Speak to the druid. Speak to the.
and then he just kind of goes quiet.
Oh, well, that's not creepy. So there's a druid.
I cast Gentle Repose on his head.
I think we should speak to the druid at the Sunless Citadel.
No shit, Gerald.
Sounds like it.
Oh, well.
What's your passive perception, Lili?
17.
Oh, actually, that's really good. When you go to cast Gentle Repose on the head, you trace a couple of runes in the air, and you have to like imprint one of the runes onto the head to get it to actually hold. And when you do so, you notice something weird. There is the back of his head has a large, like, almost a square shape that's been like obviously cut out and then sutured back on.
What? Oh, would Eve have noticed it since her passive perception is 19?
I'd say yeah. It's a 15 passive perception or higher to really see this. It's just small sutures, and at first it doesn't really look like anything, especially with his skin being as blotted and rough as it is. Like, mind flayers they're kind of gross. But this is particularly interesting to you, Lili, because you know what they look like. And this is weird.
I'm gonna...
What are those, Lili?
I think... I'm not 100% sure. She's gonna... You said it's like a square that's been like put back in place, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna cut it out.
Be careful.
Okay.
You don't know what's in there, or...
Start to cut it out, and your knife catches on something, your dagger catches on something, and you have to like peel back some skin and flay up underneath it. And then as you cut away at the skin, you start to notice weird things. There's these just metal poking out from underneath. And as you finally clear it, you see that there is a large silver and gold contraption implanted on top of the brain. And you can see that it has 3 lights going across it, and each one of them is flashing. Do, 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 one by one.
What the actual fuck?
Out of character, this is a circuit board.
Well...
What is that?
She... I don't think she'd have any idea what this is. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay. There's no magic whatsoever. Except for Gentle Repose.
Well, yeah. I have 0 fucking ideas what this is. Can I remove it?
Yeah, you can try.
Be careful. We don't want to destroy his skull. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, lordy. Inazuma, you've got steady, dexterous hands. You want to give me a hand?
Sure.
Okay. I want to try removing it.
Okay. So roll me a survival check with, or actually, you know what? Roll me a medicine check with advantage.
Alright. I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
I'm really glad I did.
Oh.
Shit.
You manage to remove the actual, like, the square itself, or the rectangle itself, from the brain, but as you keep pulling, you notice underneath there is more metal, and you now see this kind of ribbon, this jungle of metal wires just interwoven throughout the entire brain. And it's almost like a large portion of his brain has been replaced with this
You
circuitry.
fucking cyborg.
Oh, I didn't hear you. What the hell? He said yes. If
At least brain-wise.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I don't think whatever this is. I don't think whatever this is necessarily preventing him. I think it's part of him somehow.
kind of looks like it. I think someone tinkered in his head.
This is some Zero Dark 30 shit going on right now.
Oh,
At least quite personally, that's what it looks like.
Lili's gonna put it back.
Oz touches the back of his head.
You do not have any scar wounds or anything like that, so.
Good.
Do you-
Well, none that would be from something like this. You do have a handful, a couple of them. One of them from splitting your head open on the deck, another one from getting into a big fight. You won it, but he did get you pretty good.
Oz, do you want me to check your head for you?
Nope. Good.
Okay.
No scars that shouldn't be there.
I'm gonna use. Okay. Would I have any idea where I can find out more information on this?
Researcher feet.
Yeah,
Yep.
researcher feat, but this is a pretty weird one for Feyron.
Yeah.
Roll me. I'm gonna make this an Arcana check because that's about the only thing. There's no technology check in D&D. I'm gonna say make this an Arcana check with advantage because of your researcher feat.
Okay. Can I use guidance?
Yeah. 34. The only thing you can think of is maybe asking someone at Candlekeep. Those are the smartest people on the planet. Like,
Which is
whatever this
okay.
is, it's like nothing you've seen before. You've not even read about this kind of shit.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, do you have anybody to ask?
I mean, literally, the only people I can think of is like Candlekeep.
That's right next to Baldur's Gate. We could just go down the road.
I mean, that's.
I could figure it out. Let me see it.
No.
No.
I may be kind of stupid, but I know that's sensitive material.
It's like handing your granddad your like Microsoft Surface.
Come on.
No.
I mean, the head is technically mine. I removed it.
Can't argue with that logic.
That's fair, but we don't know what this is, and I've never quite seen his kind of reaction before.
Did you try? Did you try pushing it in further?
That might break it. And scramble his brains in the process.
Yeah. And he said he doesn't have access to that memory, meaning it's still there.
He just can't
He's
take
just-
it.
You just can't get to it.
So next time we ask him questions, we take the thing out.
Well,
But
no,
it's
because
part of his.
I think it's part of his brain. So if I take it out, there's like, first off, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it back. And second off, I don't even know if if I could take it out. Like,
I can take it out.
without breaking it?
I can take it out.
I'd rather take
yeah.
it to the Arcana Loft.
I've worked with small parts like this before, but nothing quite that small. I think we should get it studied before we mess with it anymore, so I'll keep it from decaying.
I wonder how that worked whenever he turned to stone.
Well, it's not organic.
So does that mean it didn't turn to stone too?
I have no idea. But I will. We can either go together or I can do it in some kind of free time.
No, we can. I mean, Candlekeep's not far from Baldur's Gate. We can just pop on down when we're in town.
Well, I mean, it's pretty far.
It's like a day's travel.
I think it's more than that. I think it's 25.
I don't hear you again. No. Do you guys hear him?
No.
Nope.
Okay. I didn't either.
Testing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
What
you
the
go.
shit? That's so weird. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
That's weird. My mic just was like, hey, I'm not gonna work anymore. And I'm like, no!
Yeah, I was
Alright.
doing that earlier.
So you're like 25 feet out, you said?
From Baldur's
Oh.
Gate to Candlekeep is about 30.
30 feet, give or take.
Yeah, it's like 6 days.
No, it's not that far.
Plus,
Well,
we can
we've
always
traveled
get
further.
horses.
I could also just teleport us.
Oh yeah, you do have the sigil.
Uh-huh.
Why is that not? Why don't lead with that?
I was
You
sitting
were all
here
the ones that were like, let's walk. And I'm like, but
No, I said that we could pop down when we're in town. Pop clearly means teleport.
But we don't have to be in town. Pop in.
Okay, so Candlekeep or Baldur's Gate next?
Does it matter?
Not really.
Okay, we're going to Baldur's Gate then.
Okay, Baldur's Gate.
Lili draws out the. She puts the head in her bag, draws out the teleportation circle.
Okay.
For Baldur's Gate.
For Baldur's Gate. So onward and outward to Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
So you appear. Where is your thingy for Baldur's Gate?
It is sigil sequences. Baldur's Gate is. Oh no, okay, there we go. Farmer's Guild.
The what?
What'd you say?
Farmer's Guild.
Farmers Guild. Okay. So you appear in the middle of a building. The smell of manure is very present. And looking around, this is basically just a really fucking fancy co-op.
Oh.
Smells like home.
Is there a person around?
Yeah, there's lots of people around. There's all sorts of people. You can't really tell which ones belong here and which ones don't, but they're all here.
Which way to the shops?
Like 3 people turn around, look at you. Most of them just turn back around. One guy well, you can follow me. I'll show you out.
Thank you.
He leads you to the exit of the guild and points you in the direction of the quote-unquote shops. For reference, Baldur's Gate is the city of merchants.
Yes, really
Let's see
huge.
if I Well, it's not so much that it's huge, it's so much that it is the most densely packed city.
Yeah. It's just that, I mean, which way is the most magical shops and shit?
We're assholes to elbows here, folks.
Yeah. As he I'm not really sure what kind of shops you're looking for, but well, these are the shops, and he just waves in a direction.
Okay, how about magical items?
I mean that really just
Waves
depends.
in a direction.
Yeah, he waves in a direction. He's like, you know where you're at, right?
Yes, Baldur's Gate. But
This is
I've
Baldur's
never
Gate.
been
You can
here.
buy anything here.
Okay.
All right.
It was mentioned we were traveling by sea that Oz has been to Baldur's Gate before.
Yes, 100%. There's
So-
no chance that if you are on a trading vessel of any kind that you haven't been to
You have
Baldur's
not
Gate,
gone about exactly.
because
Eve's technically been.
all overland mercantile travel from the southern half of Faerun to the northern half is required by law to pass through about all of it. Same thing for the ports. If you are trading on the Sword Coast in the Sea of Swords, and you cross the line from Baldur's Gate all the way over to Tarmaloon, which isn't even on the if you cross that line and you don't report into Baldur's Gate and you don't have your papers, everything that is on your trading vessel is then subject to forfeiture to the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah, Oz has done both of those.
Yeah.
Eve's technically been here, but not for very long.
Yeah, you would have been here with your mother at one point. This is the mercantile capital of the world.
It probably hasn't changed much since Oz was here.
No, it hasn't changed much in the last 100 years, really. It's ever since some of the crazy shit that went on here, it went from a small town to this. So,
Cool. Yeah, Oz would be able to take us to the magic-y weapon items.
yeah, you could probably find your way around with Oz kind of leading you a little bit. There is kind of a more mercantile. G is the more mercantile area of the city, although you can find shops literally everywhere. Even the residential districts here have some shops.
People just like putting up their corner shops out their windows.
Yeah, just in the middle of an alley between their house and their neighbors. They're like, selling blah 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 blah. There's like some restaurants that are just
card Monty.
Yep. There's some guy in the street and he's got the cups. And he's like, try your luck, folks. Try your but you do make it to kind of this larger city plaza, and you are in the middle of nothing but shops on shops on shops. You can find everything here. Any mercantile rolls, you cannot roll below a 10 on an investigation check looking for something in Baldur's Gate.
Okay, let's look for that red trimmed outfit that's like a +1 or 2.
All right,
One if they got it.
Studded
Yeah,
leather.
pretty much. You looking for studded leather +1 or +2?
Or you want a different piece of armor?
Just better armor than I have now.
I'd say, is there something better than the studded armor, studded leather that he could wear?
What's your dex, Zuma?
My dex?
Yeah.
I think it's 20, right?
Dex is 20.
It's 20? Okay, yeah. Studded leather is the best that you can wear. Like,
Okay.
enchanted studded leather would be the best armor you can wear, so.
Okay.
That's in those exact colors that you wanted.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Or have a stacked enchantment with it.
Sure.
I'd say we'd all be helping him. So,
Okay.
advantage.
Advantage.
Yep.
Plus guidance.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here we go.
Awesome.
Okay, you both poking around. Alright, that is a 21 and Inazuma. Okay, so yeah. Not too hard. With a 21 as the highest roll in this bunch here, I would say you could find hold on, let me look up what this is actually called. I know it's in the fucking compendium somewhere. Am I spelling it wrong?
I have
Am I
no
being too American? I am. There's a U in it.
Haha.
All right. You do find a set of glamoured studded leather. what this is while wearing this armor, you gain a +1 bonus to your AC, so it's the same thing as studded leather +1. You can also use a bonus action to speak the armor's command word and cause the armor to assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor. You decide what it looks like, including color, style, and accessories, but the armor retains its normal bulk and weight. The illusory appearance lasts until you use this property again or until you remove the armor.
That's fucking awesome.
It's pretty
Sweet.
cool. So, glamored studded leather. It is 4,000 gold pieces.
15.
Is it
It's
a flat
over
rate
15
or is it
price.
negotiable?
Nope. Well, you might be able to negotiate, but it's
I'm
4,000 base price. What?
I rolled for the price.
I know you rolled for the price. In Baldur's Gate, there is no rolling for price.
Okay. 4,000?
Everything is pretty set here. Yeah.
Guess what? You have more than enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like
I
200
might be
platinum and
able to
1150
negotiate.
gold.
If you want me to.
You can try to talk them down if you want.
How
Sure.
much do you want to pay for it?
Well, I have 200 platinum and 1150 gold, so...
Oh, you have way more than that. I have new
That's
prices.
just what you have on you.
What I have on me right now in my inventory.
Yeah, post what he has in chat in Heather. She keeps track of all y'all's profits and stuff.
That's how much Inazuma has.
So,
Oh my god.
Yes.
Holy
Fuck
shit.
ton.
what other? Good God, that's a lot.
Hey,
Yeah.
What other items does this guy seem to have as his?
This
Shop
guy
or whatever.
is a magical antiquities dealer. He essentially buys and sells magical items. He buys them from adventurers and he resells them to other adventurers looking for those particular types of items. And so he has just a smattering of random magical items. And he has a pretty extensive venue. So
You guys got plenty of money. Go nuts.
okay, well, never mind about haggling the price then.
So just minus.
Always
1,000
tag what
gold?
price, my friend.
I'll pay
Wait.
that.
okay. So there you go.
Okay.
And you can
4,000 gold, right?
yeah, 4,000 even.
Okay. I will change that real quick.
And I'll
So-
drag and drop some glamored studded leather onto your sheet. Is there anything anybody else is looking for?
I think I'd like an axe that's better than the one that I have, if I can get that. If that's even a thing that I could get.
Potentially.
You might be able to get
At
a
this
plus
point.
2 or 3. You'd have to do an investigation check though.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check. You could do with advantage. Oh, Rip Ara. You back?
No idea.
Welcome back, friend. Yeah, roll me an investigation check. I'm gonna say that Lili would guidance you here, and you would get advantage.
Word.
And
23, roll a d4.
See, shopping can be fun when you got money. Do I need to roll the
Word.
d4 for you?
No, I'm doing it right now.
Nice,
Sorry,
27.
I had liquor stuck in my teeth.
Oh, you're good. So
It's 26, not 27.
no, that is 26. You're right. Still succeeds. You do find that the guy does have a collection of different weapons, various blades, swords, axes, and the like. And one of them in particular he has is an interesting weapon, to say the least. While it is basically... It's a similar enchantment to the one that you have. Your axe out of character is a +2 right now. It's still a +2, but it does a little bit of extra damage on hit. This one is... what the fuck are these called? Hold on. Scene item prices. Huzzah, where is this at? I need to open this anyway, so...
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, because you guys are doing... You're doing your shopping. I understand. Give me a second. The shopping.
Let me find some chocolate.
Chocolate.
Where the fuck are my sane item prices? Sane. I'm just gonna type it in. Sane magical prices. Oh, that's why it's called sane magical prices, not sane item price. Search. It says 0 out of 0 found. I know what this fucker's called. Let me double check. Yeah. So the price tag on this thing is pretty hefty. But it is better than the axe you have. It is a +2 axe, and when it's not activated, it actually just kind of looks like a stick. Like it's just the haft. Stick is a bad word for it because its haft is actually metal, and it's got these kind of old world runes and designs on it. And you look at it, and there's no axe blade here. And then you look at, there's like a little diagram drawn, and you can speak its command word and summon the axe blade onto it. The axe blade is made out of pure light, and it does extra radiant damage on hit.
Fuck, that's...
It's essentially a lightsaber.
How much is it?
It's not cheap.
How much?
16,000 gold.
I can try and talk him down for you if you want.
Hold on. I think I got this.
So, hold on. Before you do, I will post...
Just letting you know, I was going to go for 14. Maybe 13.
I'll post what this actually does.
And I have expertise in persuasion.
Yes, I'm aware.
So, while grasping the hilt, you can use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence or make the blade disappear. While the blade exists, this magic it says longsword, it could be an axe or whatever other blade, has the finesse property, so you can use dex with it if you chose. If you are proficient with short swords or long swords or axes, you are proficient with the sunblade. You gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon, which deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage. When you hit an undead with it, that target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. The blade's luminous blade emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim light for another 15 feet radius. The light is sunlight. While the blade persists, you can use an action to expand or reduce its radius of bright or dim light by 5 feet each to a maximum of 30 feet or a minimum of 10 feet. So... the light being
like
sunlight,
torch.
for instance, it's like a torch that you can adjust, and the light being sunlight is effective against stuff like vampires and other stuff that's
Creatures
adverse.
of the night.
Yeah.
16 is very, very expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
What race is this individual?
The shopkeep here is storytelling by dice. Let's find out what race he is. This guy is a human.
Okay.
He probably hoped for a female.
Well, female is not a race.
What?
Well, female shopkeep. I
No.
was thinking he's gonna try to seduce her.
Oh
No.
That would be
no.
what he
Okay.
should.
Wouldn't matter, really. It wouldn't. So, trying to think of a way to get this guy to lower his price. I want to offer him something.
Go for it. What are you offering him?
Let's see. I happen to own a ship. We could ferry your products up and down the coast and
Ooh.
make you some extra money. We'd only take a small percentage, of course.
What are we talking here? Like 5%, 10%?
For you, I'll go 4.5.
4.5%. And I can send one of my lackeys to work on your ship and manage the goods.
Yes, but he will have to work as one of the crew.
Yeah, of course. I am familiar with sea travel and the like. I would say, roll me a persuasion check with advantage. It's a good offer.
Can I guidance?
Sure.
Oh,
Oh no.
shit.
Let's see what you roll on a guidance check. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Shut up, Duma.
Oh
Good
no!
lord.
He
Rick.
thinks about it. He goes, "I like this idea. I want to modify it a little bit. Let's say 3%.
3.5.
His eyes kind of narrow for a moment.
I mean, we're taking the majority of the risk here.
3.5. And this deal will continue for how long? A year?
3.5 for the first year. 4 after that. For 3 years.
For 3 years. He kind of leans back. He's sitting on this big stool. He's got this like shaggy, almost dreadlocked hair, but it's not quite. It's just really messy, and kind of matted together a little bit in some places. It's like failed dreadlocks. And he kind of runs his hair through parts of it, their hand through parts of it. And he's, roll me another persuasion check. This time not with
Rough.
Can I guidance?
Rough.
No, I would say the first one was fine, but this one is like.
Oh, I'm gonna have a feeling it's gonna nat one. Oh,
Okay.
God.
I'll accept this deal. 12,000 is the best you're getting on this.
I'll take it.
So, get a Sunblade for 12,000.
Okay, 12,000 gold. Make sure you write in that deal, because I am not writing it down. I will take that out of your honey pot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
His name is Emilio.
12,000 gold. And it is 4.
And he gets one of his boys. What is the name of your ship? And it's stopping in Baldur's Gate, yes?
It should be already in Neverwinter, but
I will get your man to Neverwinter, where he can
Yeah.
join the crew.
we will pay for a
Perfect.
teleportation for him and send him with a signed letter for your ship, for your captain. That's on.
What's the guy's name?
The merchant is Emilio. The guy that he's sending is he's basically just a little bit more than a kid. Fresh face, very much a greenhorn when it comes to any kind of sea travel or anything like that. That kid's name is we're gonna go with Matthew.
Cool. Maddie.
Nice.
Do you know a good place?
I know lots of good places.
Well, I have a Rod of the Pact Keeper, and I was wondering if you would know of any higher versions of that. Or
His eyes kind of gleam for a second. He leans forward. Rather the pick. I might know of a thing or two. Are you willing to sell it?
I would be willing to sell it for an upgrade if it enhances my abilities just as it does now.
His eyes kind of narrow a little bit. A trade then, maybe. What is the potency of your particular rod?
Sadly, it's only a tier 1. The rest would be covered with money.
Let me see it.
I hand it to him.
He takes a look at it. Opens up a ledger, starts flipping through it. I don't believe I have anything beyond tier 1. Sadly. I will buy this from you, though.
Sadly, I cannot part with it.
Are you sure? 16,000 gold.
I literally have so many magical items in my bag right now.
16,000 would be more than fair, yes?
I have a +3 greatsword.
His eyes light up. Are you talking about the keen greatsword?
I take out the big greatsword.
His eyes are as big around as they've ever been. Let me see. No, give me that. Like takes it from your grasp. He kind of almost snatches it. Picks up a pearl and you watch his eyes flash. He sets the pearl back down and go, "Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's much better than my
How much do you want for this?"
How much you got for it?
I don't make the first offer. I'm not an idiot.
Neither am I, sweetheart.
Okay, Lili like gets up behind you, Eve, and you feel her just kind of touch your back.
Would I roughly know the price of a tier 3 weapon?
Roll me a mercantile check. These are
15.
incredibly rare. Roll me a d4. You're gonna need it.
Oh, shit.
No, you kind of have a ballpark estimate, but it's a pretty wide range.
What's the medium to high price range?
Well, you can reason that something like a plus, a second tier weapon. Keen weapons are usually in the neighborhood of 1,000 gold or so, and those are first tier weapons. And then you have the second tier, which can be they can be in the neighborhood of anywhere up to 8,000 gold sometimes. And then the third tier, you're not quite sure, but it would have to be, just by your estimates, rough estimate here, anywhere from probably 12 to 50,000 gold.
Give me a fair offer for it. I've dealt in magical items and I know how rare this is.
He leans back. Fine. 13,000.
I'm going to insight check him.
Sure.
I did guidance as a note.
She already rolled it.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, I did it a second time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing it
So-
preemptively.
Okay.
18.
You just barely succeed with the guidance. He rolled a 17. He lowballed the fuck out of that. You can tell just by his posture and everything. He's trying to get this thing.
Eve just looks at him.
Lili, roll me a stealth check.
All right.
Stick together. Fucking. Okay, 18, and his passive perception wouldn't be very high. He'd have like an 11 or a 12 probably. I'd say I'm gonna give him a 13 passive perception, just because he's a merchant. He'd be on the lookout for people trying to steal shit from his shop and stuff, but that still beats it. So Lili, you succeed on your guidance. He's lowballing the fuck out of you, Eve, like big time. You can tell he's whatever he's doing, he's full of shit.
Eve is just staring at him like, you really take me for a fool, don't you?
Do you say that?
Yes. Right afterwards.
I take everybody for a fool. So 13,000.
No.
All right. Let us begin negotiations. And he sets it on a counter, and he leans forward, and this is a very expensive item.
It is.
Do you know how much it's worth?
Only a ballpark estimate. My mother deals in magical items. So
Well, that's great. For me, I have a little bit of negotiating leverage then, because I know how much it's worth.
Well, I could always go find someone to price check it for me.
I don't think you're going to find too many people that are more honest than I am. Not here in Baldur's
My
Gate.
mother is much honest than you are.
Do you think your mother knows how to deal in extremely keen enchantments such as this one?
I can find out real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, I cast sending and send it to her mother.
Okay. What do you say?
What is this called again?
It is a there's a word beyond keen. It is a it's not Vorpal. Hold on. I want a word for this. Hold on. So a +2 is keen. No, keen is +3. Keen is +3. Okay, so it's a keen greatsword.
Yeah. How much would a keen greatsword be going for?
Eve, roll me a mercantile check for Lenore.
Okay. What would that be?
It is yours +1.
Okay. Should I just roll mine and then
Just
add
roll
one?
yours and we'll add 1 to it. 22. Maybe 30,000.
Lili
depending
whispers
on
in-
conditions.
Lili leans in and whispers in Eve's ear. 33,000.
Okay. Now we got an estimate from my mother.
The merchant kind of raises an eyebrow and glares at you for a moment, Lili. Very well.
She
So
smiles.
let us begin the handling. I will open the offer at 21,000.
I say 23,000. Actually, no, wait. I reneged that. Say that.
What?
23?
No, I reneged that. Stop. I'm trying to do math.
Oh.
God damn it! I hate having to do math.
What are you trying to figure out?
The difference.
What difference?
You said 21,000, right?
He said 21 and 33. There's a difference of 11,000 gold.
12.
12,000.
12,000 gold. Look, sometimes I'm drunk. I'm not really, but
Okay, 21. I say 26,000.
What?
I'll take this.
What?
26,000. Holds out his hand.
Yes, darling. Would you prefer me not to take it? And you
I
use
just
it?
no. That's okay. Nope. I apparently don't know how haggling works.
You apparently don't know how haggling.
Are we completing the deal or not? I don't like having things like this out in the open.
Why would you not start up higher, and then
Let's just
both
say
of you
I
come
prefer
towards-
to be fair with my prices.
well, he's
Like
obviously not going to
some
accept that.
But he is also buying this to make profits. And he should keep this in mind for next time.
Roll a charisma check or a persuasion check.
Yes.
You can add a D4 to that.
You can.
Yep.
One.
Okay, 17. We do keep it in mind. Maybe a discount in your future.
I shake his hand.
Okay.
25,000.
He holds out. What's the insight check for?
See if he's telling the truth.
Seems to be.
Okay.
Seems to be. He shakes your hand, takes the great sword, and then brings out this small this of metal. And you familiar with these yet?
Am I?
It's a small platinum. Well, it's like platinum inlaid, but the metal itself is almost unfamiliar. It's iridescent in a way, kind of like gasoline. And he hands it over to you. This is a lord's mark. These are 25,000 apiece, and then he puts a bag on the table with 100 platinum in it.
Okay.
They just began circulation, and I have just started using them recently. They are very convenient.
Okay, so how much did he put?
He gave you 26,000 in total.
Okay, 26,000. Okay.
Yeah, you have a lord's mark, which is worth 25,000, and then you have 1,000 gold in platinum.
Okay, I'm gonna have to write that somewhere.
100 platinum. Since we're not using, are you using EP? We're not using EP in this campaign,
No,
right?
we're not. That was a little
Right.
too
Okay.
difficult.
Just mark your EP as to keep track of your lord's marks. Each EP would be worth 25,000 gold.
And Lord's
So.
mark equals. When did they come out with these?
About 6 or 7 weeks ago. The volume of platinum and gold moving through the Merchants Guild is unmanageable. It's made out of some kind of special metal. Apparently, you can sell it if you needed to, some kind of standard. So, works for me.
Would the
Okay,
merchant
so-
guild be the one to turn it in at?
As far as I know, you can turn it in with anybody that has 25,000 gold.
Okay, That would be the Merchant's Guild. Or me, right now. But
It's a valuable currency, so enjoy.
thank you.
He puts the greatsword under the counter, and you hear a box click.
Special item, go here.
Okay.
I take my Rod of the Backkeeper back.
I have one thing I want to find.
What do you want to find?
Yep.
Yes. Ring of Mind Shielding. Right.
+1 enchantment for my chest piece.
+1 enchantment for your chest.
Yeah, my half plate.
Okay, you would need it as an enchanter for that, since you're trying to modify an existing item.
Yeah.
Unless you're just going to buy one and try to transfer, which is fairly expensive but doable.
It'd probably be more expensive.
It would be more expensive to depending, because is your chest plate enchanted right now?
No.
Okay, so you just need a +1 enchantment for your chest piece. Roll me an investigation check. This guy can't enchant, so.
Can I guidance myself?
Yep.
Cool.
Advantage too, because even everybody else I'm sure is helping you. So. This is Baldur's Gate. You can find everything here. Yep, you find an enchanter. Easy enough. Enchanter, you're just wanting a +1 enchantment on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple enough. Cost you about 1,500 gold.
1,500.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So.
Paying out of pocket or paying with the money?
Just take it out of the.
Okay.
Yeah.
1,500.
And Oz, you think you might be able to find somebody that could actually do that. You're not sure.
Do what?
Turn the axes into a batleth. Gotta be someone somewhere that can build something that'll work.
I have Tinker's tools. Could I do it?
No, you would need Smith's tools and Tinker's tools to be able to make something like this. And
Oz has Smith's tools.
Weapons. Are you good with them though? Are you proficient with them?
I'm proficient with Tinker's tools. Yeah.
You're not proficient with Smith's tools though.
Oh no.
You need proficiency in both and Arcana, which you have 2 of the 3 things, but you don't have it all.
We do.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for somebody who could probably do that once everyone else has done some stuff.
Okay, just go ahead and roll me an investigation check, and then we'll get to it here in a second. Then. Fucking City of Merchants, man. City of Merchants. This is the first time you guys have been here in this entire campaign.
We did a brief stop by.
Nope. You have never stopped by here before. You're thinking of the other campaign, Dragonfall, where you guys were there for about 10 minutes? Okay, 18. Cool. We'll get to that here in a second. Anybody else have anything they're getting from the merchants area?
Buying a Ring of Mind Shielding for...
Okay, investigation check.
Yes. Advantage. Oh, so...
Yep. 27, you find one. It is... Pretty sure they're 24,000. Ring of free action, ring of protection, ring of evasion, ring of the ram, resistance, warmth, spell storing, water elemental command, spells turning, x-ray vision, invisibility, mind shielding. Mind shielding. They are 16,000 gold.
16,000?
Yes.
I want to try and talk them down to 13,000.
Roll me a persuasion check. It's a pretty moderate DC here.
23.
But nice. All right, 13,000.
Okay, I'll pay 13,000 out of Gron's account. Or amount.
Okay.
2 things real quick. I'd like to find metal rods. There's we were 250 GP, and I'd like to try and see if I can find some attuned to Mechanus and Celestia.
Oh, you're looking for tuning forks?
Yeah, for
these
it just says divine rod, or it just says a metal rod worth 250 GP. It's attuned to it.
Right. I will allow an investigation check on both of these individual investigation checks. These are extremely difficult to find. Most people don't just take a random trip to Celestia.
Yeah.
But this is Baldur's Gate, so I will allow an investigation check.
All right.
Give me one for each.
All right. Can I get advantage?
Advantage and guidance, yes.
Cool beans. All right, that's a 26.
26.
And
this one
27.
26 and a 27. Let me do some rolling here. Let's see, that would be 1, 2, 3. So keep track of numbers for me. 8, 6, 18, and 14. 8, 6, 18, and 14. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, you. This will be interesting. You succeed.
Oh shit! Wait.
You succeed on both rolls.
Oh shit.
Oh.
The DC was 24.
Nice.
So, all right. You do find them. So mark off 500 gold. There's no haggling for the price of these.
All right, that's fine.
And you now have a rod attuned to Celestia and a rod attuned.
How much was it?
It's 500 gold.
500.
And a rod attuned to Mechanus.
Are you taking it from your mount?
The rod attuned to Mechanus, as you go, you're like looking for this. You eventually have to start turning to the temples because none of the merchants have one. The Celestia rod you get from like this random old lady that's just like, I'm selling weird things today. I'm selling weird. And you're like looking through it. And it's like broken music boxes and everything else. And at one point, you do find this takes you the better part of a day. By the way, this would take you probably, judging by how close you succeeded, I'd say this would have taken you about 10 hours of just nonstop looking. But the Celestia rod's from this old lady. She's basically just got a yard sale going on, and you find something, you're like, wait, what the fuck? Is this actually what? Oh my god. Just like face palming. And she's like, yeah, take that. Go ahead. So you have the Celestia rod. The Mechanus one is kind of shady. You end up asking the temples, and one of the priests overhears you and kind of ushers you off to the side and says, I can provide this, but you must do me a I need this delivered to a specific address right in the city. And he hands you like this little letter. Don't open that. Don't read it. And I will sell you this rod.
Why?
No.
What?
Just deliver it. I cannot be seen in this neighborhood.
All right.
Do you deliver it?
I fucking guess so.
All right. He gives you an address. You deliver it, and as you hand it to this guy, that answers the door, looks at it, go, oh shit. He turns around and he hands it to a woman behind him. It's for you. And she looks at it and she opens it up. Disappears.
What?
He rolls his eyes. She got summoned again.
To what?
Happens once every few weeks. Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it. Some kind of secret society bullshit they're in.
What?
Yeah. The letter is still. The letter just falls to the floor.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah, the envelope is there, but the actual physical paper is not.
Oh.
Yeah. The envelope just falls to the floor, and he rolls his eyes. She'll be back here in a couple weeks. Don't worry about it.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. This
You never
happens every
asked?
now and then. I asked, but it's a secret. Apparently. Telling you, I don't think she should be involved with them cults.
A cult to what?
Hey, you want to find out?
What cult? What cult?
She's part of a cult or something.
Can I come in real quick?
All right.
Lili sits down on the floor and starts casting scrying on her.
Oh shit! Nice.
How much you want to bet she's in a sex
Oh
party
my
right now?
god.
You did this.
I did do this. I didn't think of scrying. I was like, woman disappears. Fun times for everybody. Let's just move on. And Lili's like, no.
Cheating on her husband at a sex
No.
party. No, I'm kidding.
You scry on her, and she is in a small room with a couple of other people, and they are currently all standing in front of a big mirror, and all of them currently have on weird suits. Each of them is dressed up like an animal, like a mascot, and there's like 6 different people. And does scrying let you hear things as well? I don't remember.
Yeah, because whenever they scried on me when I was in the jail, they heard me singing "Lovely Bunch of Coconuts."
Okay, cool. So, yeah, you can see.
Yeah, you can
through
see
the
in here.
sensor.
Yep.
So you hear them talking as well, and like, well, I guess we're gonna do another raid today. Yeah, heard today we're gonna go raid downtown. Some old schmuck's warehouse. One of them grabs a sword and sheathes it, and they're in this like big bear costume.
Oh god.
Uh,
They're furries! No, I'm kidding.
They're furry robbers.
Furry robbers.
Furry bandits.
These aren't mine, guys. I swear.
so, she's a bandit.
What?
She's a bandit.
That would explain all the diamonds. She always comes home with a bunch of money, and I mean, I thought she was just helping out, down at the
Helping
shops.
out.
Yeah, at the shops and stuff,
They're hitting up a warehouse in the lower city.
Well, as long as she's safe.
I don't think that's safe work. Get it?
He takes out a pipe and lights it. Sits down. She'll be all right. She'll come home. Bunch of money too.
Well, at least you got money, right?
Okay.
It was 500 gold, so I could just take it out of your mount or your.
I did already. Yeah, go ahead.
For
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
for your Did you pay out of pocket?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Evens I tell, odds I don't.
Okay.
All right. I'm not telling the guards.
All right.
They probably get a lot of that shit too.
The furry bandits of Baldur's Gate. All right then.
At least it's not an
happened.
orgy thing. Right.
Well. All right, that's all I needed.
Yeah. I guess while we're here, we should look for potions too. Health potions, preferably, and anything that's unique.
And Steven needed something too.
Yeah, Steven needed something.
Yeah, well, we know that I'm looking
Yeah.
for the.
The thing.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that last for the axe thing.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? You're looking for potions?
Potions.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check just to see how many potions there are,
Okay.
because you're gonna
Guidance.
find some.
17.
Guidance.
Okay, guidance.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
needed a
find-
22 to find health potions.
Yeah, you needed a 22 to find health potions. Sorry, there are none in
Damn.
Baldur's Gate. Weirdly, no.
Sold
you
out.
You find. Okay, they have. 138 lessers.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
They have.
This is I'm gonna make notes to come here. I'm getting that sigil sequence from you. Period. Oh, I already do. I prepped for that.
How much are these? Hold on.
I have
Yeah,
no
they're
idea.
600. And then.
Did you just say there were 600 of those?
There you go.
Okay.
Hot diggity.
Damn. How much is
I don't even think you guys have seen supreme healing potions in this campaign yet.
No.
Nope.
Maybe.
Can I buy 2 of them?
Sure. That's up to y'all.
Oh god.
I'm a vending machine right now. Just give me money.
I'll take 2 of them.
2 superior?
Supreme.
Supreme. So 2 times 1.
They only come in nacho form.
Yeah. You have to eat an entire thing of nachos.
Oh gosh.
Hold on, I'm gonna see what a supreme is. Just a minute.
Okay, 30.
Some Skyrim logic.
Alright.
Don't forget to subtract your hero's feast HP, by the way.
Oh yeah, you guys will
Already
also
done,
reset your
dog.
HP. That was a supreme healing roll. They're 10d4 plus 20.
Holy shit.
Love it. Yeah, I would like to.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab 2 of those.
2 of those from you. Okay, so that's another 30. I mean, 3k. So that leaves 1. Yeah, alright.
Oh, I forgot to look for a face mask.
Oh yeah, face mask. Are you?
I'd say that's
grabbing any
included with the
potions?
studded. That's included with your glamored leather.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, does it come up from the back like Iron Man style? Like, could it just cover his
that'd
whole
be
head?
dope.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Are you getting any of the healing potions, Inazuma?
I'll take 3 of the superior.
3 superior. So add those to your sheet, and that's 3 times 600.
Which is 1,800 gold.
Yep, 1,800. So
I actually thought of one other thing that I need to buy.
Sure. What is it?
I need to find a book or something that will teach me deep speech.
Oh shit. Okay. You want to buy a book on deep speech? Roll me an investigate. I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. It's here.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay. I will say, in this instance, there is a way for you that you know of to learn deep speech in 5 minutes. It is extremely expensive, but this has been previously established as a thing in the campaign.
Oh, you
How
mean like
much
the
is it?
poison?
I don't know what the poison. No, well, the poison is also a thing,
The
but there's
frog.
no frog poison to teach you deep speech. But there is the impartment of knowledge, which can be performed by a cleric.
Ooh.
You've seen this done once before.
And how much is that one?
It's not cheap.
How much?
It's about. Hold on. Yeah, it's about 10,000 gold.
Oh, that's not that much.
You gonna pay?
I was expecting more.
Well, when you consider that learning it the second fastest way is only 1,000 gold. You can only have this done. How many times was it? I think you can only have this done 3 times throughout the course of the campaign.
This is something we can do. Hold on.
Yes, this was covered when you.
Going to do it.
This is covered when you visited the Temple of Heimdall. You can learn a language.
Are you
I
doing it
do
on-
remember them saying that. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to minus it in platinum or gold?
Whichever's easiest. Which one do I have more of?
Gold. Yeah, gold.
Okay.
It's the biggest
Yeah,
amount.
minus 10. Yeah, minus 10 G's from gold.
So that is.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I will totally do it too.
Visit a Temple of Jergal, and you are set down. They give you a little potion, and for a minute you're like, "Wait, am I gonna die again?" And they're like, "No, just sit back, just drink that. It's to help you relax. This is a pretty intense situation." And they lay you down, and you drink this weird clear liquid. It tastes a little bit like raspberries, and then all of a sudden you are tripping balls. I mean, like, this is some Tom Petty acid trip bullshit. Life is wonderful. Alice in Wonderland. You're going down the rabbit hole, and you see one guy lean over you, and he touches your forehead, and then all of a sudden it's like, man, you've always known this language. It's always been there, right in the back of your head. And then you kind of, it all only lasts a couple of minutes, and you're like, whoa. And you know deep speech. You can add it to your sheet.
Awesome. I'm going to do that
Yeah.
too, because I was going to train that anyway.
Okay. 10,000 gold. Mark it off.
Okay, I pay in platinum.
Okay.
Awesome. That's
Same thing
wonderful.
happens to you.
that. I need that for reason.
Yeah. I wonder what reasons those could be. Nobody knows. Lili, are you doing anything with this?
It's only languages, right?
It's only languages. You can't learn a skill this way. You can learn languages this way.
Okay.
I will rule you can become proficient in 2 languages maximum throughout the campaign and 1 skill maximum throughout the campaign with this. Because technically, when you saw it done, he taught him a tool. So 1 skill or tool and up to 2 languages. That's it. After that, it's too much stress on the brain and will kill you.
Cool. Can I get Smith's tools?
Sure.
Okay.
10,000 gold pieces.
Do you want it in platinum or gold?
Do it in gold.
Okay, gold.
Visit a temple of Heimdall, and they're like, "Yeah, what's up? We show you some shit. Let's go." They don't actually talk like that, but
No.
that's
They
the spirit of it.
constantly talk like that.
I was about to say there's some West Philadelphia stuff up in here. Yeah.
Born and raised. All right, so yeah, you get a. Theirs is a little bit more solemn. They hand you a shield and a hammer, and they say, contemplate. And you sit there and you contemplate the shield and the I mean, what do they contemplate? Think of it's a hammer and a fucking shield. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, one of them just kind of lightly taps the back of your head with a mallet, and you're like, "Wait, hold on! I know exactly how they forge the shield." And you're proficient with smith's tools.
Dope.
There you go.
Woohoo!
Now I can craft Luna's bodies by myself.
Hey, there you go.
Just need to rent a smith shop.
Yeah, just need a forge, really.
Yep, forge. And the materials.
Also, can I buy some Smith's tools off of them?
Yeah, they have plenty of smith's tools to sell you. They're like 25 gold.
Alright.
I think you can pay that out of pocket, right?
I actually don't think I can.
Okay, that's fine. Minus 25
Oh.
gold. Okay, 47 gold. Minus 25 gold. Okay. Oh god.
Oh god, Smith tools are heavy.
Yeah, they ain't real light.
That's what your bag of holding
Carrying
is
around
for.
like a hammer and tongs and all sorts of other shit. Come on.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what your bag of holding is for. You have
know.
one, right?
Yes.
Then use it. Oh wait, no wait. I put a no. What, is that 2 or 3? I think I handed you Smith tools. We already had those.
Do we?
Yes. I gave them to you. I remember. I got them. I got them from the burnt village.
All right.
Too many bags of holding. First world problems.
They just start handing bags of holding to you on the street. Like, we have too many of it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So last things last, I suppose. Then. Oz.
That's anybody else. Yep.
Looking around.
If I think of anything, I'll let you know.
Okay. Looking around, it's getting late in the day, real late in the day. And then you find a smith, and you're like, wonder if this guy can do it. And he turns around to you, and well, he's an interesting character. His head is half shaved. One half of the head is shaved. The other half has just locks of hair, like Chris Hemsworth, old Chris Hemsworth Thor hair.
Beautiful.
And then his beard is half shaved. The half that's opposite, the shaved part of his head, still has the hair, and the half that's opposite, the hairy part of his head, is shaved. And so it's very symmetrical, straight down, and his beard is dyed all sorts of like weird colors. His eyebrows also follow the same pattern, with one eyebrow missing the back half and the other eyebrow missing the front half. Just a strange dude in general. And when you, when you ask him, he's like, "Yeah, I can do that. Let's check it out, man." He pulls out like a like a joint and just starts smoking it. All right. He lays the axes down next to each other, and so we're gonna join them up like this. Sure. All right. Cool. And he tinkers around with a little bit and plays around. All right. Cool. Yeah. No, I like that. That's pretty cool. All right. Cool. Yeah. Cool. And over the course of the next like 2 hours, you watch him like make this a reality, and he seals it with he takes a bit of paint and he draws a rune on the thing, and then he just kind of sits there and he blows on it while he's like smoking this whatever he's smoking. And
Does he share?
Yeah, he'll share. He just kind of, you want some, man? Just take a hit, hold that for me, take a puff, man. I'm gonna do some shit. And he's like,
As I do.
Yep. Get pretty relaxed. You're pretty chill today. But he finishes, and you have this new weapon. It's pretty interesting. I'm gonna count this weapon as a Oh, and this would cost you a little bit of money as well.
Obviously.
Nothing crazy. Probably about 1,500 gold total, because it is a bit of a specialist job.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's fine.
Okay.
1,500 gold.
He takes the now this front half is just an axe, and he shows it to you. And with the length and everything, this is a two-handed weapon.
Word.
If you want it, if that's cool with you.
Yep.
Okay. He shows you the back half of it. And he's like, all right, so this is how it can work. Like, you got two axes, and one of them can do cool things, and the other one is just a cool axe, you know? And so you can summon this side, and he flips it around, and he speaks the command word, and that the Sunblade axe, like, lightsabers out. And he's like,
Darth
all right,
Maul.
now... Literally.
You are Darth Maul.
Now you can dismiss that side, and I'm going to show you something. If you want to, you can use the other side, this side right here with the cool axe on it. It's pretty cool, man. So this is a two-handed weapon. It's a bit unique, though. Double-bladed axe, the back half of it is a sunblade. So it does an extra 1d8 damage to undead. That includes like vampires, etc., etc. It's sunlight. It's all the other things the sunblade is. The front half is Hefe's Revenge. And Ina's like, wait, what are you doing? Hold on, the shield! The shield! Are you just leaving the shield behind?
Nope, you're coming with me, you'll be fine.
Alright. And once you, like, hold the weapon a little bit, it's like, I can work with this. I can definitely work with this. Yes, alright. This also has a reaction. You can parry an attack now. Kind of like the Battlemaster parry. Except for you make an attack against, like, if someone makes an attack against you, you can make an attack roll with Hefe's Revenge. And if that attack roll hits their surpasses their attack roll, their attack misses. So if they roll a 22, you roll a 23, their attack misses, you parry it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, you know, the back half is, of course, Sunblade bullshit, all that other stuff. It's overall a +2, and you can summon the Sunblade effect on whatever side you want.
Cool.
So, this does count as a polearm for the effects of Polearm Master, and it is a heavy weapon for the effects of Great Weapon Master. So.
Yes.
And I'll make an item card for it.
Cool.
I'll write that down in the things I shouldn't forget to do. Make item card for Oz's weapon, and make item or finish item cards for +4 weapons. This is like the point. Well, it's your +4 sentience.
Oh, okay.
It's your 4th rank sentience.
Gotcha. I was like, whoa, hold on.
Are we Pathfinder again?
Pathfinder?
Okay, so here you go.
Shank you. Yeah.
You still retain some defense with the parry, but it is a two-handed weapon.
God, how much AC do you lose equipping that?
With it being a pole arm as well, you do also have reach. You have 10-foot reach. So.
Yep. I think that let's see. Mine is what, +3?
Your shield's a +2 total, or your shield's a +2 enchantment, but which you lose 4 AC unequipping it.
Yeah. Drops me to 19. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. Especially considering you can parry a major attack if you need.
And I still have Shatter Spike. and the rapier and
Yep.
the regular longsword and the hand axe.
I wonder if we could. I wonder if you could make it so that you could just summon half of it later.
Fine, you beautiful bastard.
Stop giving him ideas.
Do you ask the guy this?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we could do that. It'd be a little bit more expensive. It's another enchantment, but I could do it.
Yeah, like how much more?
Like 3K.
Yeah, done. Dude.
Could I do it for cheaper?
Probably not. No, not with the materials and stuff required. I mean,
okay.
I would say no.
Okay.
This is a special situation. Okay, so I will add that onto your item card.
So 3K. Minus 3K.
After he finishes messing with it, he hands it back to you, and it's just Hefe's revenge. And he's like, flip it upside down. You flip it upside down. When you do so, it's now just like the blank rod, the sun axe in your hand. You're like, what the fuck? And then he's like, all right, now shake it a little bit like this. And he shows you a specific gesture. And when you do so, it just expands into both axes at both ends.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So counts as an item interaction to change it to any of its modes, but it has 3 modes. It has the Sun Axe, it has Hefe's Revenge, and it has the dual axe. Yeah, the pole arm.
That's fucking badass.
Okay then.
Love it.
Yo.
Are you in love with it there, Oz?
It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
He's like, this is a piece of work, man. You should fuck some shit up with this.
You should a tear? Like, do I see like a tear coming down from his eye?
I don't know, do you?
Yeah, probably a little bit. Oz wipes it away.
I'll make a perception check.
There's just a little one tear. He's just like, oh, this is a work of art.
And while he's doing that with his axe, I'm like changing through my settings on my my armor.
Yeah, you can make it look like anything you want to.
Yeah. So I walk up to everybody, and what they see is that I'm like this dark crimson red, bolt like little fissures all over my armor, and then my cloak is just got this gold trim. And then what they see, my face mask, it covers just my nose, because they can still see my mouth, but like above that is this just like mask, and it's got this yellow gold outline near my eyes, and then I'm like, see, we've all I think we're ready to go.
All right.
Okay, you guys have added your potions, right?
Yep.
How many potions did you buy in total?
I bought 10 of those superiors, which I paid off. And Azuma bought 3 of those, and then they bought 2 of the supremes.
Lili bought 2 supremes.
And I also bought 2 supremes.
And I kept track of everything.
Okay. All right, there you go.
And I can give you new amounts if you want.
No, that's fine. As long as you're keeping track of everything, you're good to go. All right, last call for Baldur's Gate. We're going to be moving on after this.
Okay.
Well, actually, we're going to be ending the session here in a minute, but...
while they're all doing what they're doing, I would, get the sigil sequence to go back to Kunjakar. And then and run that, ring of mind shielding to Groen, and then...
Oh, okay.
Plane shift back to Baldur's Gate.
Roll me just a general charisma check.
Okay.
Well, I have the sigil sequence for Kunjakar.
Yeah, I know. What I'm assuming is that Lili would give her the sigil sequence so she can go back and run it to Groen, but you would still need to get in.
Okay.
Roll me just a general charisma check.
14.
Okay, 14. All right. If you'd not won that, it was going to be a whole mess, and we were going to start next session with Eve in the middle of a hostile environment.
Guys, I'm literally a cat.
They're just like, oh yeah, she was with Ethelos. Don't fuck with her. All right. So, Groen's like, eh.
So you're saying if I wear this, then they can't read and hear?
And he points to his head.
Yeah.
All right.
He slips it on his finger.
I'm.
Don't want no one messing with my mind anyway.
It will protect you to some extent. Not actually controlling you extent, but it works.
All right.
And I
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. And I plane shield
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
I imagine Growen's made like a crown out of thorns at this point.
Yeah.
There is something I want to get, but it's pretty long.
Specifically, what is it?
It's a.
Because we're ending here in a second anyway. So
it's a bow. Like I want to see if I can get like a magic bow crafted.
Okay. Yeah, you can just chop down some magic trees and then use your fletching skill. It's not like 99, I think.
It does some specific things.
Okay.
I have an entire enchantment in mind.
Give me a message for it, or like Discord or RP chat or something like that, and I'll see.
Is this out of character?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I know what you're gonna go for. Lili's gonna turn into.
No.
Oh, okay.
That image did pop into my head though.
Look, I really like the whole like Japanese shrine priestess with a bow aesthetic. That's a good aesthetic. That's some good shit.
But it's not. It's not quite that.
Primo.
Yeah, right. It's back when anime was good.
Yeah.
Those were the good days. When the worst anime that we had was fucking Tenchi Mugen. I mean, come on.
I'm not gonna say what I thought was the worst.
We've had a lot of terrible animes. Like, I'm just joking here, okay?
No, mine is a very unpopular opinion.
I think Dragon Ball Z is terrible. Ha 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 ha. Is that it?
No.
Oh, okay. Good, because I would have kicked you from the campaign.
It's close.
Dragon Ball Z is a work of art.
Let's hear it, kid.
Yeah.
Let's hear this hot take.
Everyone's gonna disown me.
Okay, I think I probably watch less anime than anybody in this entire group.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch a whole lot of anime anymore.
I watch a lot.
I haven't watched any anime in a year.
It was Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, my heart. Hold on. I gotta go. Oh my god, you broke me. You broke me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I just ate a ghost pepper.
Oof.
I started watching that because of playing this, because Rin kept recommending it, and I started watching it because of.
Yeah, we kept making it like references to it. I remember that like the beginning of the campaign.
I really like Yu Yu Hakusho.
I hate Yu Yu Hakusho.
I love it.
Why? It's so good.
Because the premise, I don't know. I found the entire premise just absolutely retarded. Like, he's got this finger and it's a gun and he shoots it. And when I was sitting there and I was like, 7-year-old me is like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Listen. It's just because you can't appreciate art, okay? You're just not appreciating the art of it. Sometimes simpler art is better. It's the same premise as Dragon Ball Z. Sometimes you just want to watch a train wreck.
I watched Dragon Ball Z for the filler.
Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z are kind of in the same neighborhood as Marvel movies, but not quite. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
While we're here, I guess I'll stop by the Merchants Guild and offload everything in the bag of holding that's gold and stuff.
Okay.
And get a receipt thing, showing how much.
Sure. That's fine. And you should have your numbers, so you should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way, if we get any like gold or anything while we're out doing our stuff, I'll be empty pretty much, except for the items that I haven't sold yet, which I will do at some other point. God knows when. So we headed to Candlekeep?
Yeah. to head to Candlekeep, talk to what's his face about this shit, and then go
This is
see
the
Tin
part of the
Titans.
game where you're like, you reach the city where you can gear up as much as you need to and everything, and they've got all the potions available, and and you're like, oh god, oh no, I know what's coming next.
Later. I'm gonna make note of that.
It's like it's like a save room, and there's just like health pots everywhere. And, yeah.
There's the big save crystal right in the middle of town.
Oh hell yes. You know what I've realized? No wait, there is music. I was about to say there is no music. Did I just hear the faintest
Very
sound?
Billy Goat Scruff.
We don't need music. We got RP. We're good.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, dear Lord. Here's your guys' new amounts with the money I just got by selling the +3 greatsword. And after everything, if you guys want to keep track. If not, I've gotten it written down.
I just want to say thank you in general for keeping track of everyone's money.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
It can be a little chaotic, especially if you do a very big shopping trip.
Yeah.
But I can keep up with it, and I actually like doing stuff like this a lot.
Friggin' banker and monopoly over here.
Just imagine if I was in charge of a merchant guild.
You would fail. I mean, it would be great.
That would be a lot of fucking money. But yay! I learned a language instantly. That means I don't have to train it or prep for training it, because I have that written down to train. I also have the Arcana and the Alchemist tools I want to do. Means something can be replaced with deep speech.
Well, you can only learn one skill or tool, and then up to 2 languages.
I know.
Okay. And then after that, you have to go the normal method.
Which is what I had them for.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Lili is going to teach me Arcana, so I get 10% off that. So I'm not going to go the expensive route on that.
What is this Sunblade? That's right. Okay.
Are you making an item card?
Yep.
Cool.
This is actually a really cool weapon, not gonna lie. I fucking dig this thing.
Well,
It's pretty sick, man.
Einheit's such a beautiful idea, don't you think?
Ein's a beautiful, beautiful mind sort of type thing.
Reduce.
Lucky.
I didn't roll mood for Darkwire. Oh, he's in his good mood
Does Zuma have a sentient?
The Stormbow is sentient, but it doesn't talk. It communicates through emotion.
Emotion,
Like
really?
Yeah.
Like a mood ring?
Yeah, it changes colors.
Well, it's an emotion you can feel. It's like a pseudo dragon.
Okay,
It's rage.
well, I want to hold on to the bow, and I want to see what it's feeling right now.
You get a calm emotion. Seems relaxed. Seems chill.
Okay,
it's like,
cool.
It's time to relax. It's not time for action.
Yeah.
He's having to type it out because he's afraid to forget about your cool ass weapon.
Yeah, I'll forget everything I just said if I don't type it. So I'm doing it right now.
That's fine. That means everybody could go get a break if they wanted.
No, we're done. This is. Yeah, we're done.
This is the post show.
See, we could go RP
See-
session for sessions if we wanted.
Well, you guys are headed to Candlekeep next, from what I understand, and then after
Yeah.
that, I think you're headed to 10 towns, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Candlekeep will be fairly short. 10 towns. I'm gonna tell you, this is where shit starts to get a little crazy. Stuff is gonna start happening probably next session. Act 3 is coming up soon, so
Oh god.
huzzah.
Yay.
I don't know what that flapping noise is. And the ambience. That was freaking me out.
Are you doing drugs?
No.
Stop doing drugs.
So I could hear it like going back and forth across my headphones, like behind me and in front of me and shit. And I was looking around. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Nice.
I think that's what it's supposed to do. Is
Okay, I think that's good enough, honestly. Like, that works.
Oz's axe thing.
I'm not sure what to call it, so...
What the fuck?
Congratulations, you now
Hold
have
on.
legendary works.
He has a fucking chain.
Awesome.
No, it's not even a chain. It can be
Yeah.
it can be summoned back to your hand.
With an object interaction or a bonus action.
I'm pretty sure that's what my dagger gets, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, +4 dark wire can be summoned back to your hand. You can throw it.
Yep. Which is fun. I really like that part.
It also amplifies your Eldritch Blasts. So, but I'll finish your +4
later.
your +4 weapons later, because that's a lot. There's a lot that goes into these.
I know.
Oh shoot! So completely forgot something. I just remembered.
What is it?
Because I have something very important to tell her, and then we're going to Thunder's Reach, so I can talk to Suki then. But yeah, I forgot about Miriam.
We were going to take you to Oakert eventually, because we need to take care of that souls that are in that base, the Sun Citadel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to what I'm going to be doing. So yeah.
You take your time. Is that what you say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's fine.
We do have some sending stones for you.
Oh no. I this is not the best way to handle the situation that's about to happen.
No. The sending stones are so you can give one to her, and then you can keep one so she can stay in touch.
Oh well, you see, that's not going to be necessary.
Oh god.
No.
Yeah, Zuma had a little revelation, like right before the big fight that I missed. So yeah.
Zuma shows up and just kills Miriam.
Oh god.
Physically.
Oh god. Hold on.
Yeah, it's gonna be really bad.
Oh no.
It's gonna be so bad.
Oh, you got the girls' hopes up for nothing.
Oh no. Lili's gonna be so upset.
Eve is going to throttle your neck for doing that to someone. to 40 feet. That's nice.
It's all right. We'll have like a girls' night out, right? Like me, Eve, Miriam, and we'll just have Eve sketch up a face, like a picture of Inazuma's face. We'll just throw darts at it.
I could totally do that. Also, I can also get plastered. Oh wait, I can't. You guys can get plastered if you want.
Why can't you?
I'm still magically hindered from getting
from the Faerun.
How long did that last for?
Like a month.
50-something days.
Yeah.
I should probably mark like a few more days off.
Oh my god.
I have 37 days. I'll say 30 days left, or no. I'll say 30 days even left.